Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back. We are sorry about the technical difficulties. My name is Deprived, joined alongside Gator Melon here for the Holly Springs Enloe matchup in quarterfinals of this West region, I believe it is, or was it Wake? Sorry, Wake region, Wake County region. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us here today. It is Holly Springs versus Enloe on the first match of the day. We've had a couple rounds go back and forth at the beginning of this one right now, but a lot on the line today as this is VESL playoffs. This is going to be to make the regional land from May 10th to 12th. The top two from this region will make it through and will qualify for that event. With that being said, we are going to jump right back into the swing of things for this game. Holly Springs Enloe quarterfinals, single elimination. The winner of this game moves on, and the loser gets sent packing. It is going to be Holly Springs fighting for this round. A 3v3 retake. Holly Springs setting in that utility on the back of Furious Destroy, not finding anything on that Sova dart. But a lot of aggression coming in over towards U-Haul here right now. Feather up close to the Vandal. Gonna find one. Turns around, looks for more. Might tap the spike here, force some pressure. There's one through the boxes, but Nashfort finds two. Nashfort will go huge for the team. Beastrim over here looking for more, but Nashfort will pick up three, and Holly Springs will get the retake as they wanted. A 3-1 advantage has been gained.
Yeah, insane round that we got to jump in there because earlier what we saw the first 3 rounds. It was a pistol win on the side of Enloe and then a 4-spy win on Holly Springs, and Holly Springs took the second round, just having a little bit more economy and stuff like that. And that's the thing that we were talking about right before we switched this break, was what we needed to see from these teams and what we were kind of predicting was going on in this game. We saw one thing that we really wanted to see with those rifle rounds. So that last round was our first rifle round, and that's the one that kind of sets the tempo here and sets kind of the dictation for this half. Huge win coming in there, and great hold by the Cypher on the side of Holly Springs. Nashford doing a fantastic job holding down that backside. But looks like he's going to get challenged again here. Enloe looking to hit this B site, maybe with a little bit more speed. Noticing they're mostly SMGs here, already into hookah. Dropping down smokes here, coming to the bot. Grenade to the back site, and this should be a taken site as long as they challenge this guy. An elbow. I think elbow is smoked slightly. They're about to push through here. Sova's just tucked away, trying to get these fights. Immediate flash, getting pushed back. All 3 pinches low here. Could be a 4 opportunity popping up. Beastrim with the pick here on the side. Nashfort with a good trade back on the pistol. They've got most of the site. This bomb has been planted. 1 HP on pinch.
Last player
3 on site. Oh, they've taken the whole site, and there we go. Round. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep track of that. There was so much going on. We were following that elbow fight. I was waiting to see what was going on, but the whole time that poor Sova is losing all his teammates on site.
Yeah, Holly Springs, I mean, for a lot of the times I feel like it's like Holly Springs will play it a little bit passive on the retakes, and they'll be like, you know what, like, we're going to play it slow. We'll be in like a 4v4, for example. And the next thing you know, Holly Springs is just like, all right, guys, go. And then they go and they enter the site, they find their kills, and they all do it very well and very organized here as a team. I think that's going to be a big threat for Enloe if they don't find a response to it here soon. We're looking at this round. It's an operator, 4 rifles, and then they're going up against 4 stingers and a sheriff, so you can see the difference in the buys. You do see a few ults from Enloe, but if Holly Springs finds this 5th round and finds a couple more after that, I think I'd be a little concerned that they're going to start trying to, you know, run away with this game here. And this is a best of 1, right? This is a best of 1 quarterfinal single elim. You've got to win this to move on. So a lot on the stakes here for both of these 2 teams. Nashfort going to be one of those first lines of defense over towards this B site. Nashfort has been a solid player all game long for Holly Springs.
Yeah, 100%. This is, you know, I'm going to call this a little bit earlier. This one's going to be a really hard one. If Enloe can't hold down that site the way that they have with guns and with the setup, and they're now 4-spying into this in kind of an awkward way. I know they're probably trying to half-buy, but they're getting these sites for free, but Holly Springs looks so comfortable just rotating in and taking the site from them. They've already got the pick. There's the first 2 coming in. And now we're already in a 4v3 scenario. We're tucked all 3. Not very good post plan coming in from Enloe. They're already low HP playing bathrooms. Good pick there coming in from French. But Holly Springs is already on the site. Nashfort with another 2 going huge. And Crewfeather stuck in the back here with the op. Can't really do much. In 3v1, kind of just has to give up this round and go back to save.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one there picked up for Holly Springs. We do see a save, though, Gator Melon. Is this our first? I
This is
think
the
we might have
first
seen-
successful save. We've seen some
we've
try
seen-
to
we've
save,
seen
but they
attempts.
died.
Yep, exactly. So we're gonna see our first successful save here. It's about time, right? Week 4. But that being said, it is gonna be a timeout called here from the side of Enloe, and you gotta respect it. I mean, you gotta take a timeout here, figure out what's kind of going wrong and how you can fix this moving forwards. Pluto Air having a little bit of a slow start here on the Rays. That's your entry player for your attacking side. You're gonna need to see a few more kills rather than the 2-6 scoreline we're seeing here right now. But that being said, I mean, all of Enloe right now, they just got to get on the same page here. They got 4 ults that are ready to use. Use them to your advantage and find a round win. That is as simple as that. You're going up against 0 ults from Holly Springs. If you are on the side of Enloe right now, you got that Raze ult, which you can use to entry into a site. Once that Raze ult entries into the site, you can use the Cypher to get the scan off, and you can find the information of where all your opponents are. And with just those 2 ults alone, you should be able to do a good chunk of damage and gain a good chunk of information as well. And honestly, I will say one thing as well. Look at this, okay? So it's 5-1 in favor of Holly Springs. 4 of the 5 rounds that Holly Springs won, they were won off defuses, which means Enloe's not struggling in getting the spike down. 4 out of 6 rounds, they've gotten the spike down, and 1 of those other 2, they just won it off of kills. So, truthfully, they're not having any difficulty getting the spike down. The problem is right now is Enloe needs to be able to hold down the site after they plant, and Holly Springs retakes are also just really good. They have a pretty good retake comp with the Sky, with the Raze, with the Globe, with the Sova, with the Cypher. They have a ton of information and all that kind of good stuff. You do see the Brimstone ult get used. Spartan will take half this damage away, but Onster will find Pluto Air, and that's the entry player gone once again. It's going to make things difficult on Enloe.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a
Last
pretty reasonable
player
time getting the site, but now, this time, Holly Springs is fully set up, and there is nothing. This is a flawless round for Holly Springs. Enloe cannot find anything getting in there. Pluto Air is really struggling to find some of these entry frags on these, like, rifle rounds, but I can't really even say they're struggling because most of those rounds, like you're saying, they got into the site. They got the bomb plan and everything. It's just, I don't know. This retake power from Holly Springs is just too much. I mean, look at Phoenix right now. I called him out a little bit for the side of Holly Springs at the beginning of the game as one of the players to watch. Sitting 11-3 right now, finding all the frags that they want. That early bathroom control did wonders for getting them a res on a couple of rounds, but I wonder where they're sitting at their ult right now. But here we go, another low buy coming in from, oop. Oh, they missed their opportunity to get that raise there. Onster gets out with the op. Stacking here now coming in Luca. Nade to push in the backside. Onster should be dead to this nade, I think. At least fighting. Oh my god, hits the flick. Pluto Air's down. Sithmore with the trade though. But Onster should have never been able to get that shot.
Yeah, but now Onster being out of the fight is going to be massive.
Spike
Onster, one
planted.
of those stronger players right now as well in this one. Furious Destroy has been revealed, and Feather finds the kill. Enloe, they're using these ults to their advantage a little bit more here now, and that utility as a whole. Phoenix will do the self-revive here on the Clove right now. Sithmore will pick up the kill again, though, immediately after for a 3K. Feather finding a fourth as well, all up to Spartan. Minus well just saved, but with them being up 6-1, I could see how he wants to kind of go for this one a little bit here right now. But that being said, it's looking like Enloe going to be able to get on the board here with the second round. Spartan will pick up one onto Sithmore before falling to pinches off. And that is going to be Enloe, keeping 3 players alive, a thrifty as well. Enloe back onto the board with the second round, and this will bring them back into the game a little bit further as well, bring them back within striking distance per se.
Yeah, no, great speed there. There was not as much hesitation in any of the other rounds. I think they're finally getting comfortable with the fact that they just kind of need to go at Holly Springs. The longer they take, the more they give Holly Springs time to get set up and win those gunfights how they want to. So really good job on them going a little bit quicker. I expect to see a little bit more quicker play calling coming in. I'm not sure who the IGL is, but I'd like to see some faster-based plays. And here we go. Pluto Air getting into what lamps, it seems like already. About to fight the Sky. Already has the ult. Backside. Trades Onster. Here comes the Demon Dog. Gets the flash off. But now they've got most of the side here. Big fight coming in there. Phoenix owning bathrooms right now. Keeping Sky locked back. Dropping bomb. Now it's a 4v2 on site. Cypher is taking a long time here. Looking for a late flank. But, I mean, he needs to get here and get in the fight. Spartan gets the pick on Beast Rim. And now it's just this poor old Raze stuck outside of Hookah, or not Hookah, Lamps right now. Gets spotted, tagged. They know them back here. Cypher over here, like, you should have been running, man. Like,
He's like, I thought you were gonna leave, but never mind. Sithmore though will find one onto the opposing Cypher. Sithmore, honestly, been one of the stronger players for Enloe. I think I've seen here right now, finding a 3K in the last round, finding one in this round already as well. Looking for more. I like it from Sithmore. The hedge. Oh, Sithmore, I see you. The ADS for a quick flick. Furious Destroy gonna go down here. 2v1 now in favor of Holly Springs. This is winnable.
Good.
Yeah, this is definitely winnable. That smoke is going to
30
block off
seconds
Spartan.
left.
Completely sends out another smoke as well, knowing a player's over near this U-Haul area.
Whole
But
player's almost full HP except for Sky.
this is still going to be tough, though. The Cypher, though, not really spotting
18
out.
seconds.
Oh, the spot has been there. Now looking to swing around. There's no time. That's just get the spike back
One
off. But the
enemy
Clove is here.
remaining.
Clove goes
Big
down. Sithmore
10 seconds
can get the
left.
spike down. Oh my gosh, this is a free plant. This will knock it. So, oh my gosh,
what a
Spartan on the wall
spam.
bang.
I
Spartan
felt
on the
it.
wall bang to Sithmore. That is going to be the round. Holly Springs finds a
Did you
7th.
say one
That
of my
was
creatures
one
is
that
a
got
good
very,
thing,
very
alright?
dicey for
We'll
a few
figure out what
moments
they do
there.
eventually.
And that is going to allow Sithmore to kind of almost bring that round back. 7 and 9 with 4 assists. Sithmore looking pretty good right now with the ult ready as well. But 13 and 6. I mean, you said Phoenix in the beginning of the game, looking phenomenal while doing so. Onster also with the 9 and 6. That's the raise I like to see. And Nashfort is 9 and 3. Very little engagements from Nashfort. You know, with only those 3 deaths. But actually, I say very little for Nashfort. But look at Furious Destroy. He's gotten 5 combined kills and deaths over 9 rounds, just playing his role, not having to get too aggressive, you know. And that's the one thing that's interesting here about these games. You don't need your Cypher and your Sova to get too aggressive. All you need for them to do is give you information for the other 3 players to go and frag.
100%, 100%. I really felt for Sithmore in that last round. Pinch is starting us opening out on the Sky. Onster with the trade back here, so now we're in an even 4v4. Looking at a good tag here in the middle, but I want to go back to that Sithmore clutch. I felt it, man. I felt he had it, but then I saw him playing in that wall bang spot, and I was like, oh, if you would have planted just a step deeper, you probably would have had it, but we'll see how he takes us into this round here. Nashford sitting tucked in the corner, didn't take any nade damage, so they probably don't know he's here. Just running out of the site, good Cypher trap here. There should be a good plan. Pick the piece for him. Trade back from Phoenix. Nashford with another one. This is now a 2v3 situation. Retake is looking comfortable. Bomb's still not planted, so it's not really retake. They just kind of took this site. Great pick there.
Enemy remaining.
Trade. Oh my god. Sithmore going insane.
Oh,
what a play by
Sithmore! Sithmore letting us know he's intact. He's ready to go, locked and loaded and dialed in. That is going to be Holly Springs dropping the round to Enloe there. Enloe's actually won 2 of their last 3 rounds, and honestly, it's been off the backbone of Feather and Sithmore here. Pinch getting involved a little bit as well, but some very nice play coming from Sithmore alone here. Those Vandal headshots are absolutely locking in, saving the ult in that round as well, not using that ultimate. Is going to be nice to have for Enloe, but we are into our last 2 rounds of the half, so I would expect a lot of ults to get used here in these next couple rounds and these next couple plays. That being said, Enloe, they're going to go back to slowing things down on their attacking side of things, just kind of lurking, waiting to see if there's any aggression coming from Holly Springs first. I think this is a smart play here from Enloe, saying, hey, Holly Springs, they might have been playing a little bit aggressive on the defensive side. Let's see if we can punish them for it.
100%. Slow crawl here. I don't like the call to go slow again. You've converted a couple of your rounds off of just speed and like hoping that you can get these picks, and like I don't want you to stop Sithmore at all. Let him keep going. He's entering as the Cypher right now, which I think is fantastic, but looks like they might be pulling this back, falling back into Garden a little bit. I think they might be trying to go rotate and hit this A site. Don't know if they got intel on Sky rotating, maybe. I'm not sure what's going on over there. I doubt it, but well, there you go. Opening pick by Pluto Air there. Getting out on the A side. Now it's just the Clove here, and then the full Sithmore Enloe team is coming in here.
Sithmore is so smart. I don't know if anybody noticed, but he actually went and purposely got scanned by that Sova dart, so that the opposing team, being Holly Springs, rotated over to B, and then they had a free A hit because there's only 1 player there. And it's working out very well. This is 3 down on Holly Springs right now. Enloe in a 5v2 in a post-plant scenario. And as soon as Sithmore's team got that bomb down over on A, Sithmore just hit the TP and was able to rotate like instantly. So very smart play from Sithmore to help out his team and allowing them into the site here. Now it's a 4v2 as we do see a couple kills continue to come. Pluto Air finds a 3K this round. Nashford finds a 3K as well, though, but will swing into Pluto Air, who picks up a 4K So Nashfort for 3, Blue to Air for
Last
4.
round before
That
the
is nearly
switch.
all of the kills in the
Nothing will
round
be
coming
safe
from those 2 players.
Oh my god, it's the Cypher shows right now. I know Phoenix is doing great right now, leading the show for Holly Springs, but it feels like a back and forth between Nashford and Sithmore for whoever's going to get the bigger, more clutch plays right now. So last round here, very important for Enloe to take this. They've got great eco right now, and then half of Holly Springs here is going to be on force buys or just kind of low buys in general. 2 Vandals on Ownster and Nashford. I really feel like one of those Vandals should be on Phoenix right now, but you know, he's rocking with the Spectre and he's pretty comfortable with it. So it looks like it's another split here, but this is a big bathroom push right now. Great trade there by Sithmore, but then just the self-revive by Phoenix, but I won't be able to get a damage or assist by the time. I think this is just going to expire here, so it's probably just going to be a nice 1-to-1 trade with the 4v4 retake. 4 players just sitting outside waiting. There they go. They get the first opening pick. Nashford trying to get on the site here to see what he can do. Pick coming in the back. Waiting. This flank is super slow from Raze and Sky. They've already got the plant here. Nashford trying to re-clear elbow here. Has the breach and the Raze to fight here. 2 big picks clearing those flanks. And now it's a 2v2 on site. What happened here? Yeah, this spotted both big picks.
Big picks were made. Cluedo Air finds Nashfort, though, that stronger player from Holly Springs. He's going to put a lot of work on a Spartan, especially as time is ticking down on the spike. Running away, they are knowing all they have to do is play time on this one. But Spartan's like, hey, pros don't fake. I'm just going to stick this one. I'm just going to stick it, and I'm not going to die while I do so. Spartan will find the Ninja Defuse because pros don't fake, and Beastrom will go down. Cluedo Air will pick up the kill with the paint shells, but if I'm Cluedo Air right now, I'm not really too worried about throwing paint shells at the spike. I'm going to blast pack onto that spike and make sure he's not on the bomb myself. So, I don't know. That's a round you really wish you have back if you are the side of Enloe. However, Holly Springs, they pick up another one, and that Ninja Defuse came through very nicely. That's going to be the half switch as well.
I'm going to be honest. I gotta keep it honest here. It's one of the biggest throws I've ever seen. Why do we have 2 people running through elbow? Just not... Like, you had the perfect spots. You had it split. Somebody was at door, somebody was at elbow. Why are we all in back hall running around while he's on the defuse? I don't understand, but that's unfortunate for Enloe side. That was a huge round that they really could have used. But now they're on the defending side. Defending inside to find should be a little bit easier, especially for their comp. From what I can see, they don't really have the entry frag potential just through that Raze and I guess that Clove. But here we go, first hit, a lot quicker pace coming out from Holly Springs, looking to squeeze this person off the lamps. 2 picks there coming out from Ownster and Phoenix, and this is going to be pretty much almost a given up A site. We've got the breach sitting in back lamps, get that opening pick. There we go, Ownster and Phoenix though with another double trade right back on it. Sithmore left in the 1v3 clutch, and the classic, I'm not sure. Maybe even get a ghost, maybe get some headshots or something. Maybe we can see something going on, but I see this one being pretty much done. Nashfort just waiting, probably spotting the cam. Spartan about to probably just jiggle peek immediately. This Clove smoke to force him to walk out, and there it is. Clove with the headshot coming out of Phoenix. 9-4.
Yeah, that's a 3K picked up there from Phoenix as well on the Clove. 17 and 10 on the game with Nashfort 14 and 6. I'd say the Nashfort 14 and 6 is really impressive as well, just because the lowest deaths in the lobby with the second most kills in the lobby, that is exactly what you want to see from your Cypher, because your Cypher is one of those players where it's like, hey, let me just try to stay alive, always constantly play for information, keep my trips up, keep all my cameras up, and just watch my cameras and do my thing. And Nashfort, not only is he watching his cameras and playing that utility position, but also fragging out here. 14 kills, making the difference for Holly Springs. Enloe trying to find their 5th round here right now. Furious gonna get naded real quick, but the heals from the Sky on Holly Springs are gonna be big to bring them back to full HP. And now the entry looking to come through. Spartan gonna be the first player through. The Sky Flash gonna go into U-Haul. That's gonna be a good flash, forces Beastrom off, but a flash will be sent back in the other way. And now Onster and Pluto Air go 1-for-1. Sithmore down, Onster out of this fight as well. Spartan is gonna actually find that kill. Furious did not pick that one up, but the judge from close range not gonna find anything. Spartan and Phoenix pick up a few kills, string them together, and Holly Springs will move on to double digits now with their 10th round, up 10-4 through the first 14.
Not sure about the judge pick on the Rays with the entry. I didn't see her blast pack in or really go for too much, and didn't quite get too much done. But Pluto Air is stepping it back up, 11-11, holding it strong with Sithmore here. Sithmore's trying his best, but we got to see a little bit more coming out of the other side of Enloe here, because it's starting to get into dire times now. This is 10-4. This is a best of 1. You actually have good eco right now, sitting against Holly Springs, even though Holly Springs did have a good round last round. But yeah, like this needs to be the turning point. You need to start bringing the comeback now. You can't let them sit on 11, and you definitely can't let them sit on 12. So we got to start seeing some rounds come back here, and this is like supposed to be the defender-sided side for them. They're supposed to be a little bit stronger here. We've got our Breach, Rays, and Brimstone holding it down on the A site, trying to stall these rotations. Currently, our Clove on the side of Holly Springs, though, going for a bit of a round-the-world rotate. Looks like they're going to try and make a read and hit this B site. And you know what? I'm super excited for this hit. I think this is a good play. Both Cyphers have a pretty hot hand right now, and I know on the side of Holly Springs, their Cyphers feeling a little bit stronger. With the Clove duo over here, Sky's a little bit weaker right now, but Sithmore's the guy that they have, or Nashforth's the guy that they have. Oh, no, it's Sithmore. Sorry, I got confused with the colors, but Clove actually looking for another rotate, looking to position towards long. No opening picks quite yet, just a lot of posturing from both teams. Ooh, flank coming in from Sky. I don't know if they're quite ready for the U-Haul push. No one's looking at it.
They
the
are
first
definitely
pick.
not ready.
Pluto Air's ready to trade, falls back off in the spawn. This is actually a good play. Good there, used by the Breach, kind of create some space here. Pluto Monster is actually inside here. Okay, 5 on site. And now we're playing retake. Immediate pick by Phoenix. Phoenix instant res after the Sithmore trade. Tries to get another one, but immediately gets put back down. Sithmore's struggling out here. Sees the first on the right, full blind. Onster just runs at him. Takes that pick, holding heaven here on the side of the Sova. It's a 4v2, and I mean, I'd like to see a save here just because you can't really afford. I don't know how their economy is. I don't think they'll be able to rebuy this one, but they may have a pretty good one.
I agree with you, Gatormel, and I think I'd like to see a save as well, but it doesn't look like that's what we're going to have on the cards for. Oh, never mind. We are. Okay. Pluto Air going to get on out of there. Sky trying to get out, but yeah, Nashford is pushing, and Nashford's going to say, no, you should have saved earlier if you wanted to save. Pluto Air will be good for the trade. I don't think anybody else is really going hunting for Pluto Air here right now. But that being said, it's 11-4 scoreline, so yeah, you might have been able to save a Vandal if you're Pluto Air, but the problem is still bigger at this point in time. That's now 4 rounds in a row for Holly Spring. This was once a 7-4 game where it was like, okay, you know, Enloe, they're back into this one. They brought this one back into reach. But now we're just in a position where, you know, it's going to be 4 rounds picked up in a row, now making this an 11-4 game. Going to make things a lot more difficult here on the side of Enloe to try to bring this one back. And you said it best. I mean, you don't know how their economy looked, but they probably should have saved. And now looking at their economy, I am even more in agreement with that, because we're looking at a Guardian, another Guardian, a Sheriff, like a Vandal with missing some utility. Or never mind, Pluto Air is full utility. But like, you know what I mean, right? I mean, we are missing a lot of stuff here. Beast Room cannot even like buy anything, it feels like. Beast Room's going to be stuck with like a Spectre, full armor, and like 1 piece of utility. So I don't know. It's going to be tough here for Enloe coming back into this one. Furious Destroy is using a Scout, which is a little bit interesting with light armor. So I don't really know about that one, but
hey, he was 2-7. He's hanging out. You know, he hasn't had much action here.
He's the glue of the team. He's the vibes.
Oh yeah, he's probably the one typing in chat GG easy. You know, after the half round.
No, that is always. That is a good one.
Nice. So okay.
I hope these players watch these games and laugh with us, not like laugh at us.
Oh yeah, I hope so. You know what? If they laugh at me, that's totally okay. I'll embrace it. You know, that makes them feel better. We can have it. You know what? But I may be the one offering them scholarship at some point. Who knows? I'm just kidding. But here we go. So it looks like Holly Springs taking their time here and trying to wait out some things, try to maybe put some pressure on Enloe, because this is a huge round. Enloe's got to feel so much pressure. I want to see a little bit more of an aggressive move from them, see if they can't even this tide, because right now Holly Springs is just showing that their guns are hitting a lot harder. I think they have a little bit better of executes, kind of knowing where they want to be, and when they get into those fight scenarios, they're just catching Enloe off guard. Enloe looking to rotate here quickly. They're not getting any signs here, A, so the Rays is going to come over here, but this is what I wanted to see on their attacking side. Like, Holly Springs is just hitting the site fast because they know they're going to have more numbers. Monster gets Green's word, but we got a 2-for-1 trade here on the side of Holly Springs, doing pretty good right now. They've already got the whole site, post plant set up. They've done a lot better at holding these angles. But here we go, trying to clear elbow. Nashfort's been strong back here, just waiting here. Good pick by Pluto Air. Phoenix with the trade, Nashfort, and then Phoenix. There you go. That good old back alley, back hallway hold gets attackers that 12-4 round. And now there should be no money almost on the Enloe side, and I think this is over.
Yeah,
they either have to stack a site and stop that first initial burst, or I don't know. They've just given up that site so easily, and they're holding that post plant so easy on the side of Holly Springs. This might be wrapped up.
Yeah, it is going to be tough here for this one, as we do see the side of Holly Springs on match point here right now. Enloe having to win 8 in a row to try to pull this one back. The buys, like you said, a little bit tough. But we'll see if they can hold on this last defensive round. I'd like to see them, do something a little bit different, do something a little bit unique to try to capitalize and win this round. You've lost 4 or 5 in a row here now, so change things up, try to get something going. But that being said, Pink is going to be forced out of U-Haul right away. Spartan was running through that molly, picks up the kill, and that's going to put us to a 5-on-4 start. Pluto Air and Feather both playing in showers, but the drone is going to reveal their position, and that is going to be a lot of information that has now been revealed. And no 2 players are back there, and Spartan and Onser will pick up those kills. Feather will find 1, but now a 4v2 with the spike down already. This is looking like it's going to be a Holly Springs game.
Sithmore, he doesn't want it to be over. Gets the opening pick on Spartan. Holding here. Trying to get the positions of where the enemies are. There's the U-Haul push, but Onster gets the frag on Sithmore. Sky's been having a tough game and gets the opening pick. Oh, nice pick by Nashfort there. The Cyphers proved dominant. They set up this game and they closed it out. Fantastic job by Holly Springs taking that down. They're going to be moving on into the semifinals.
Yeah, very, very big there for the side of Holly Springs. Semifinals has been secured. That is final 4 teams here. And, only 2 teams make it to the regional. So if you're Holly Springs, you win your semifinals matchup, you will be going to LAN next weekend, which is going to be massive, of course, for any team who does make that. And if you can win 2 more games, not only are you going to LAN next weekend, you're going to go to LAN as 1 seed, and you're going to go to LAN with $300 in your pocket. So there's a lot to go off of here for this one. But that being said, that is Enloe versus Holly Springs. Holly Springs will take it to move on to the semifinals game. And our next upcoming game here is going to be South Garner versus Panther Creek on stream. So that's going to be game 2 coming up here after this one. We're just going to send it to a very short break here as we recollect our thoughts. And we'll be right back for game number 2 right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more VESL playoff action. My name's Still Deprived, joined alongside Gator Melon as per usual. We have had a couple interesting games going on here in the Wake County region. We just casted Enloe versus Holly Springs in quarterfinals. Holly Springs ended up taking it 13-4 there over Enloe, so they will advance their spot into semifinals. And if you're just tuning in, this is going to be the playoffs for each of these regions here right now. And the top two from these regions will move on to the regional LAN event on May 10th through 12th. So keep an eye out on that one. All these teams are fighting for those two spots. There is 7 teams in each region, or 7 teams in this region at least. So 2 spots out of those 7 teams. It's going to be pretty tough, and we'll see who actually does end up taking it. But let's take a look at our bracket here and see what matches we've already had played out here throughout today. It is going to be We've had Green Hope on their bye. They won, and the Holly Springs did advance to the semifinals. And Green Level has also advanced to the semifinals as well. You can see they won 13-1 over WYMLA or WYMWLA. They've won 13-1 there. So we have 3 teams in semifinals right now. It is Green Hope, it is Holly Springs, and it is going to be Green Level as well. So those are your 3 teams in semifinals. We have South Garner versus Panther Creek as our last game of the quarterfinals, which we'll be casting right now. And honestly, Panther Creek coming in at the 2 seed, they're most likely going to be favorites over South Garner, because if you look at things, the 1 seed has made it to semifinals, the 3 seed has, the 4 seed has. Seems like the 2 seed the 2 seed is missing a little bit there. So we'll see. Panther Creek probably gonna have a little bit of advantage coming into this quarterfinals matchup, but it's gonna be a best of 1 here once again, so you never know what happens. Gator Melon, you got any insight for us?
Man, you know what? I don't have too much insight. Valorant is not quite where my expertise is at, but when I do the math, the 2nd seed tends to be better than the 7th seed. So I'm probably going to go with the 2nd seed. I think Panther Creek's going to take this moving forward, and then we're going to see a nice, good 3-2 battle there. And I'd like to see a little bit of an upset. I personally don't like it seeing the 1 and 2 seed facing each other off in the championship. I prefer seeing some mix in there. I like rooting for the underdog, like we've talked about before. But you know what? I'm just ready to get into this. What do you got score predictions wise? Who do you think is going to take this one between South Gardner and Panther Creek?
I got Panther Creek 13-5. I think that that 2 seed is going to prove its difference coming into this game here right now. I mean, we could see anything could happen here coming into this one. Like we've said, it's a best of 1, right? So you never really know. But that being said, I would like to say I favor Panther Creek a little bit coming into this one, just based off their regular season performance alone. But that being said, you never know. We'll see here what happens as we do progress on with this evening. But that being said, let's jump right into this game here with Panther Creek and see how they can take this one, see if they do take this one.
Comp slightly. The Rays basically subbed out for the Phoenix, and then everything after that is actually very different, because then we have the Cypher in the sky. We saw 2 Cyphers pop off in the last round, so Delicate's got a lot, basically a big boot print to step into here. But South Garner with Dizzy Dog, ZDYL, Chav 11, Doofenshmirtz. Oh my god, I gotta vote for Doofenshmirtz, man. I'm so hyped for this. And then Killian's Angel. So thinking about these comps, what are we going to be favored here? So we've got KO starting on this defensive side. That's going to be really good for that early util. Phoenix is probably going to have a good time maybe getting some entry fights, hopefully hurting that attacking side, weakening it before they dive on a site. Because the general meta that I've seen so far across all these games that has been the most successful is when the attacking side just groups and hits a site with pace. For some reason, a lot of teams struggle to rotate very quickly, or at least the people that are on site struggle to kind of buy a little bit more time for those people to rotate. So been seeing a lot of post plant scenarios, or at least full 5-man fights on the bomb site. So starting off here on the attacking side for Panther Creek, we've got Dizzy Dog for South Garner holding down mid. Viper wall goes up. It actually looks like 2 cross Viper walls right now. I'm not sure if it goes up right now, but early utility trying to stop this B main hit. They kind of sleep this out. We're now falling off of the B main side for Panther Creek. They're leaving the sky here for the rotate, probably looking to get something mid here with our Raze and our Omen pushing up mid. This is going to be a big fight for Cypher and Viper here. If this KO and Phoenix can pinch on them, this is huge. KO spotting this Cypher.
Oh, he gets the dink, but he's not able to get the kill. Delicate will find it. Dizzy Dog finds one back, so we're in a 4-on-4, but that was a nice KO flash. I'm surprised there wasn't a bit of a swing off it there and maybe even a kill, but that being said, yeah, we're left with that 4-on-4 here right now. As we do see Musin up here, though, already so far into this heaven, and a one-shot to the head. That's going to take Zedel down, and now Musin is in a great spot, cutting off so many rotations. Dizzy Dog will finally swing in, go hunting for this kill. Will get stunned up, but will find the kill at the end of the day. The Omen will go down, but Spikes does here, and the Spike's already down now for Panther Creek, so Musin did his job, found the openings, and now just holding down the site is Panther Creek in this 3v2.
Yeah, 3v2 here. Oh, wow, okay. And it's over instantly. Vixta with the swing there, catching a little bit of, or no, I think it was the Sky catching a little bit of doofense there. But ending that quickly. Pistol round goes towards Panther Creek. This is huge to kind of set the tempo, especially on the attacking side. They don't really have a lot of rotating ability, and I think the defender side here gets to move around a lot. But once you give up a site, I think both sites are pretty hard to retake. So as long as they can keep them locked out, South Garner might be able to have a chance here, but it doesn't look like they're going to be putting anything towards the buy here. Probably just going to try and stack a site, maybe get there quickly. But great round there from Panther Creek to start us off. I saw a couple of Spectres and Scout. Looks like we're going to start with that B main hit again and get some info with the Raze and have Sky peeking mid. This cross Viper wall is very interesting to observe right now.
Toxin screen down.
Yeah, it is definitely interesting. I mean, the Viper wall shutting everything off here all the way from the
mid
tree
main
entrance. Yeah, mid tree and then also into B main. Yeah, Dizzy Dog will find Delicate there. Nice little pick for the side of South Garner. They are on the save kind of this round. So Dizzy Dog will get a free upgrade to a Bulldog and will utilize it as well, taking down tower, getting the heal as well with that little Phoenix Orb up to 73 health once again. And South Garner, they have this player advantage. They are going to be stuck onto a bit of a save here, so that is going to be tough. But we do see a Bulldog in the hands of Dizzy Dog, so that could make a bit of a difference. This Viper wall, very interesting here. Dizzy Dog just tucked in this very corner of it. It's gonna fall here right now. Mid control is still fully in favor of Panther Creek, but they can't really find anything off of this mid control here early on. They're gonna work their way over towards a site. Dizzy Dog wanting to poke through the smoke, will ultimately do so. Doesn't run into any of these players. Musin will find Killian's Angels, and Musin's been amazing at finding these holes and these gaps in the defense.
Just slotting in, been pretty much owning this tree area. We've got a flank coming in from Dizzy Dog here, but I really wanted to give a lot of commendations to South Garner for getting the 2 opening picks there, because that actually makes this round feel somewhat doable, especially with this flank coming in. But it's gonna get cleared by the Viper of Panther Creek. Let's see who wins this fight. This is gonna be huge. And there we go. It goes to the side of Phoenix. So now Raze and Omen both have to be very uncomfortable here. He's just going to rush straight through. Gets picked. He had the ult. Raze is going to push through. This is a huge fight. Doesn't get the frag.
Last player standing.
This is weird. This is scrappy. But Omen got the picks. Moves on with 2 in the back. This is now a 1v2, and this is going to be super hard for him to come out of A main. I don't know if this is even possible anymore. And there we go. Vixta putting him down. Moves on. Huge picks. Like, you called him out right there in the middle of the round. He is finding these timings, finding these huge picks, and he's literally leading the way for Panther Creek right now. I can see why they're the number 2 seed.
Yeah, I can definitely see that as well. I mean, Musin just doing so much, not just individually as well, but also for the whole team, right? I mean, finding these openings is really massive, just for finding a bit of a slot here to make your way in and getting your saying, hey guys, A is open because I'm behind them or something. You know what I mean? Finding that opening where it's just like you can relay that info to your team and then they can all benefit off of it as well. So Vikes the 3-0 on the Rays here, but more importantly 5-1 on the Omen. And I was actually going to mention in the pregame, I think our Omens that we've seen in VESL so far have been very good Omens. They're really good with their smokes, but they've also been playing very aggressive and very offensively. And I really do like to see it here. So the Omens are going to continue to keep things up here lately, but yeah.
Yeah, all my mains have been really killing it. Like Omen, Cypher was my first main, then Killjoy was my second, and we had some great games with a couple of Killjoy players. But then Omen was one of my favorites, just having all the mobility with the TPs, and then just I don't know. I personally like being able to have a refreshing smoke whenever I want. That might be my CS nature a little bit, but just having smokes to cut off whatever I need. Killian's Angels getting the opening pick here. Another good frag here from Dizzy Dog. This is a good 5v3 on. They're pretty much stunned this whole attack. Now we got to see Panther Creek try to push through the tree. Great pick by Dizzy Dog too. Oh man, Panther Creek just looks a whole bunch of discombobulated right now with those 2 opening picks on the A side. They just not quite sure what needs to happen here. Both walls sitting up in the mid.
30 seconds left.
Both teams are agreeing to do these cross smokes, and they're basically covering the same thing. So nothing's really happening in terms of the Viper walls. But here we go. We've got a double stack mid. We're pretty much split here. We've given up most of B main and A main control, just waiting to see what happens. I feel like this is actually just going to be a save. Probably the most obvious read anybody could have, even if they weren't a caster, with the clock being at 10 seconds now. But Cypher's actually going to run in for some reason and die.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was, to be completely honest. But we do see the Viper continue on the save here for the side of Panther's Creek, not spotted as well. So that is going to be the little bit of a save coming through that will help. I mean, they probably would have liked to have Cypher have a bit of a gun here as well to buy a teammate with, but it's not the end of the world. Panther Creek still up 2-1, and I think in the back of their minds, they're like, hey, we are the 2 seed coming into this game. We are the team that, you know, has found a little bit of a favorite coming into this one. And honestly, South Garner, those 2 opening picks were massive, but is it going to be consistent enough? Because right now, there's only 2 people on your team with kills, and that's a little bit concerning for me. I know we're only 3 rounds in, but like, if Dizzy Dog doesn't get 2 kills, do you win the round? That's my big question, right? And that's the thing that you really gotta try to focus on here going forwards. Tower, I do remember from one of our past games, I feel like seeing Tower, but that being said, 5-on-5 still what we're with here in round number 4. It is going to be
mind blown about last
I've dropped the spike.
Cypher running it down mid like 5 seconds. I was like, what?
I think Cypher looked at his economy and was like, oh, I have money. Let's see if I can get a kill. And then tried to do something, but didn't work out too hot. A pretty split defense for South Garner on this round. And Delicate, though, a big opening. That's going to be traded from Dizzy Dog right away, though. So 4-on-4 is what we're left with here now. But nice little opening pick. We'll open things up. Oh, yep, that's going to be Killian's Angels down. And Dizzy Dog, that's your top fragger down. And Killian's Angels, one of those players that's also pretty solid as well for the South Garner squad. You got to be a little bit concerned here now. A site is wide open for the taking, and I think Sky knows this as they enter into this A spike site. The rotation is forced to come through here now for South Garner.
Yeah,
careful.
It's going to be a tough one. Probably wrapped up a little bit for South Garner. Probably going to hopefully try and save a little bit of these weapons. This just seems like a really impossible retake. And it seems like they're posturing like that. Viper was trying to clear back spawn. It seemed like waiting for the B-lurk.
I know exactly
but
where you
looks like they're getting set up. They're going to try and push through Heaven here. We've got Sky underneath Heaven. Cypher playing on side. And then our Rays on back tree. Flash comes out. Viper peeks. Finds the camera. Utility, and then Big Still with the perfect flank and Delicate with the swing to close it out, taking down Chav, and there we go. Attackers sitting 3-1. Panther Creek feeling pretty comfortable. They're getting their opening picks where they want to, and as long as they're getting those 2 top fraggers for South Garner and Dizzy and Killian's Angels, South Garner hasn't really been able to have a response yet. We've got all the utility and all the guns that we need here, so this is going to be a big round. I think this is actually a really important fight now. I know we're only 3-1 in, but like you have to take this one. This is another best of 1. You're the 7th seed going up against the 2 seed in the 17 bracket. We're supposed to have 8, but you saw that bye that Green Hope got, and that's the benefit of being the 1 seed. You know, if you're in that 17 pool, you just kind of get to advance, but you got to be able to bring it to him here. And I know the defensive side of Ascent is I mean, let me ask you this real quick, Deprive. Is Ascent more defender-sided now? I remember it being very attacker-sided, but I'm not sure if
I
that's...
think it's still attacking sided, to be completely honest. I'm gonna double check right now here.
Yeah, but while you're looking for that,
the most
it's...
defender sided map is Ascent. Sorry, the most defending sided map is Ascent, with the hardest site to retake being B site. And yeah, so like there's literally not a more defender sided map in the game than Ascent. And so seeing that is a little bit concerning for the side of Southern Garner, because of the fact that, you know, you are down 3-1 on that favored defense side. And I will say, I think their comp leans a little bit. Actually, no, their comp can be used both ways. You got the KO to flash in, you got the Phoenix for entries, but the Viper, the Breach, and the Omen, those are definitely some more, or at least the Viper and the Breach, those are more defensive setup evasions. But Panther Creek, I mean, they have some pretty good defense setup as well. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. But yeah, this is definitely a defending setup.
Oh, the old rush in here. They get to pick on Doofenshmirtz, and there we go. We've already taken the A site, and now we got to get this retake. I mean, South Garner needs to start getting information early. We can't have this tape come out that early without really knowing anything about it and getting stuck in this retake. So we have no A flank. We've got one coming from Tree. We got, looks like 3 are trying to go through Heaven, but I mean, Panther Creek's in the site. They've got the Viper ult down. Tower's getting the open pick on the Tree pick, and now they're all coming in through Heaven. This is going to be almost impossible here. Not sure how they're going to be able to pull this off. If they do, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket right now. ZDL gets the pick on Tower, and Pegasus gets Dizzy Dog. But here we go. Pegasus gets the pick.
One enemy remaining.
Cypher, okay, and I don't know who killed him, but Vixta gets ZDL, and there we go. Now we're stuck in a 1v4, stuck in the backside. Everybody's just spanning him down, and Muzan gets the headshot to close it out. Panther takes his 4-1. This is looking rough for South Garner. You have 2 players who still haven't been able to post any frags, and those 2 are supposed to be what seems like some of your site anchors right now, because Killian's and Dizzy Dog have been fighting more mid, being a little bit more mobile, and ZDL I haven't seen too much from, but got to pick last round obviously, so put some numbers on the board. But I mean, if they can't stop them from taking the site, and they can't retake the site with full util and guns, this is going to be a tough game. What do you think South Garner is missing right now? What is it? I personally, I think it's info gathering. I think they're just sitting, they're waiting for the hit to come out, and they just don't have the firepower to do it.
Panther Creek does a good job, though, at making South Garner, I feel like, a little bit more confused on the defense side of things. Like, Panther Creek, for example, is doing a good job of saying, hey, like, the other team thinks we're rotating now or something, and they're not actually, just stuff like that. But look at that. That's Dizzy Dog's ult gone. Killian's Angels is dead, and now Dizzy Dog, no ult. That is your top trigger. That is a bit of a disaster for South Garner here in the start of this round number.
Off of it either.
Yeah, it's round number 6. And that's the thing, is they just ran down mid with that ult, and so they weren't able to really gain much information. And they're like, yeah, they're outside B main. And it's like, oh, that's not like too valuable. So Bikes will find Dizzy Dog, and now puts us to a 5-on-3. Both those top frags dead. And that's kind of the name of the game for Panthers Creek right now. Kill the 2 top frags, get the bomb down, and it's almost like, you know, we're winning those rounds 95% of the time. So that's the thing. It's making things a little bit tough. Vikes got the read on these 2 players here right now, but Zito will find the kill. Tripwire going to put through on Chav. Chav's going to get smoked through the smoke there as the Tripwire will release his information, and now there's going to be a swing coming through from Tree. But look at that, the camera there, and you talked about it, right? South Garner, you think they're having troubles because the information gathering is all not there. But you look at Panthers Creek, oh my god, Musin pick up at 3K, spray transfer and all. That's going to be a round for Panthers Creek, and 3 for Musin. But like you said, information gathering has been lacked here on the side of South Garner, but for the side of Panthers Creek, it's been amazing. They've been able to gather so much information with that cipher, and also just the just the cipher, really. I mean, the cipher's doing a ton of work here for them.
It's mostly in the post plant. They're just kind of hitting a site, and it's just feeling weak. But yeah, you're
also
right.
Musin's getting a lot of information as well. Musin has been like taking some like more confident angles and just creeping up the map. And you know, I've said it already, just finding these gaps here in the defense, and that has been a big difference maker here for the side of Panther Creek to help give them this 5-1 lead. Look at the aggression. They're just force Killian's Angels off this point here right now, right away. Killian's Angels stuck with just the sheriff. Vikes are going to go for the swing, and that's going to be a kill over towards a site. And that's going to put us down to a 5-on-4. And look at the rotation from South Garner. All 4 players are rotating over to A now, and Spike's at B. So there's things like that as well, right? Where, hey, you don't need to rotate your whole team with one player going down. I understand Panther Creek has been hitting the A site time and time again, but yeah, you definitely want to leave one on B.
Yeah, big thing for me right now is, like, from the point of view of South Garner, we need to get the rest of our team activated, right? And we can't let either of our top fraggers go down so early in the first round, because that's why they're making this call, right? They pick their top frag. They know that they have to pull the rest of their players over, and they're just kind of slowing it down. Maybe slowing it down a bit too much right now. Now they've slowed back out, but I don't think they really have guns anyway, so they're waiting to hit here. They've taken this B site 100%. No issues here, and they've got South Garner forced into response. VESL, they're trying to go for a great shot from Dizzy Dog. Obviously, he's the one that's been fragging out the most on South Garner, but like that's why this strategy is working so much for the Panthers right now. They're forcing, like, Dizzy Dog and I forget what KO's name is. I think they're just taking fights way too early and losing some of these gunfights.
One enemy remaining.
If they're not both up, one is struggling to rotate around the map, find lurks, and then Panther Creek is just grouping and hitting where they're not. But if they're both up, they can probably get something done, but they need to get that info first. And there you go, Delicate closing out there. Cypher's doing great. But yeah, 6-1. This is pretty much in my opinion, a 1/2 for Panther Creek, being this the most defender-sided map. You'd hope to get 4, maybe 5 rounds out when there's like it's this hard when Ascent is that defender-sided. But
yeah,
getting a full 6 and having what 4 or 5 more rounds to go that you can take, and you've been taking them very confidently. This is a tough spot.
I think going into a defense side on Ascent, you're really typically looking for about 7 rounds at least. And South Garner, they're maxed out at being able to find 6 at the most here right now. So it's going to be tough, kind of just like what you said there. And honestly, I mean, Killian's Angel and who's the other player on the South Garner team, the Phoenix? Or
Dizzy Dog.
Dizzy Dog, sorry. So Killian's Angel and Dizzy Dog, those two players, very, very talented, doing a good job of finding their kills and everything. But I agree completely with what you said. Use those other 3 teammates you have for information to help find those 2 players additional kills. Because entrying yourself, yeah, you might have a few kills yourself right now. You might have been able to make these rounds close, but once you're down and, you know, your team doesn't really have the information that they
warm
need.
them up. They need to fight right now. They're just getting, like, they're getting 5-manned on because they're anchors, and we're losing our strongest players too early. Yeah,
I know you're on defense side, but I would like to see some aggression coming through. Vikes there just gets the read, and that's Killian's Angel's dead. That's one of the top fraggers. I mean, you do get open spurts to find a kill. Dizzy Dog finds one as well, so that makes things a little bit more beneficial as we do see the player advantage picked up for South Garner, but a lot of risk there. Killian's Angel had to die, and then got to see a couple other kills come through from other players, and Vikes just been an outstanding raise all game long on these swings. The aim is phenomenal, and now a 3-on-3. Z-Dale, close range shotgun here, could find something up against Pegasus. Pegasus sending in the information, sending in the utility. One swing to the left, that's the Omen going down to the shotgun. Wide swing though, Pegasus will find it on the wide. No time! Oh my goodness. Okay, there is time to plant. They got their plants off. But the stun's gonna come through, and that's gonna land, but it does not cancel like you said.
I wish.
Oh, you wish
it worked. I don't think it actually worked.
One enemy remaining.
That would have been an amazing play. But VESL, there you go, locking it down. Yeah. Going huge is the raise right now.
Dizzy Dog, though, in the 1v2 clutch. This is the one player you would want in the clutch. And this is kind of what I said. You want to see Dizzy Dog as the last player alive. That is everything you want. The headshot's just not able to land onto VESL. If those gunfights were a little bit more isolated, they could have been going in favor of Dizzy Dog, but it's going to be Panther Creek using numbers to their advantage. And now a 7-1 scoreline throughout these first 8 rounds. 10-7 on Dizzy Dog here right now. But this is the problem, right? I mean, you look at the South Garner, right? Dizzy Dog has 10 kills. The rest of the team is combined for 7. And it's really tough right now. Dizzy Dog doing his best to find South Garner these rounds and bring this team back involved into this one, but you need to see a little bit more here from the rest of the teammates on South Garner. Panthers Creek on the other side of things, though, looking excellent.
Another aggressive KO push.
And
he dies again.
Gets the camera angle. Killian's Angels didn't even really see the feet there, and that is going to be a very massive opening. Killian's Angels been getting a little bit more aggressive on the KO, and it has not been paying off. We've been seeing a lot of opening bloods go in favor of Panther Creek onto that KO.
And now they're gonna circle back and they're gonna try and hit this A site here because like they know it's just gonna be one person. They know normally that they split up because every time they've picked off either Killian's or Dizzy Dog, the other one's rotated in late. I would like to see them play together mid a little bit more because that's where I think they're actually doing really good on the South Corner side. Boost pack ult in here and just gets Doofenshmirtz out of the way. And that's a free A side when they rotate. And like that's them just buckling down, assuming that they're just gonna hit B, even though they were sitting mid. But like they got the A pick. Why aren't they just gonna follow it? Like they're up 7-1, and Panther Creek knows exactly what they're doing. Really aggressive post-plant setup here, which I really like. They can get Dizzy Dog. Dizzy Dog gets the immediate trade. Great play there. Flashing out. Gets the backside player. Dizzy Dog going huge, trying to get back onto this inside, but Viper ultimating out from South Garner. It's like, no, this is from Panther Creek. Trying to hold down the inside. Dizzy Dog pushes through. Delicate with the pick on Dizzy Dog's ult. They've got the information. They gotta find this Viper as soon as they can. Try to get this out of the way, but this decay hurt. Pegasus putting down the other Viper. Tower getting a pick on Dizzy Dog, and now it's a 1v3 from the breach. And
Team Ace.
oh, and he tries to pull out util, and it's a team ace. One pick for everybody. Delicate closing it out. 8-1.
Time to take these arms
running
for a
away.
spin.
Delicate dive. The economy is good for Panther Creek. They don't care about that one. But that being said, yeah, that was a good run for South Garner. It's actually going to be a Panther Creek timeout being called. So I'd assume one player is just having like probably like a mouse or a headset problem, or might even just have to use the bathroom or something. So, I mean, I wouldn't really be calling a timeout up 8-1, winning 6 rounds in a row. So we'll see. But that being said, Panther Creek will remain in the driver's seat of this game, up 8-1 here right now. Dizzy Dog, very good showing in that previous round, but the Pegasus ult on the Viper of Panther Creek was so nice. It worked out perfectly in that post plant because that was the round where Dizzy Dog actually could have came through and maybe pulled off like, you know, that 1v3, 1v4 type scenario, especially with the ult. And having that Viper spit down really helped things out. Pegasus was able to find a kill as well as, like you said, the decay does so much damage.
Look, no one got a single kill.
Yep, it is really tough, right? I mean, it's still only 7 kills here, split between the other 4 players right now. And one thing that also sticks out to me is Pegasus is 5-2. You know, very simple scoreline, dying in 2 rounds, one of which is the one round you lost. So you've out of the 8 rounds you've won, you've only died 1 of those rounds. You're only found 5 kills, but the utility's looking really good. Pegasus is the empirical, you know, utility player here coming through, just really making sure that the team can get the job done, and that's what's kind of missing a little bit more on the side of South Garner right now.
I mean, when you got Vixta and Muzon on Panther Creek just opening up on either Killian's Angels or whatever B-side pick and just walking in when they want to, like, you don't really have to fight out if you're Pegasus.
Yeah, as we do now head into round number 10. It's going to be looking like another bit of an A pressure coming through, but you do have Tower over here. Oh, that blind is going to be massive. Dizzy Dog will find the kill. That is what you need to see. You need to see the breaches opening things up for Dizzy Dog. Dizzy Dog able to find a pretty open kill for that one in result.
He's got to move, though, because they're... Oh, wait, no, they're rotating back here. This could be huge. He's got to find this Viper. If this Viper gets this information, this is going to be really awkward push here. Oh, this is so interesting. How is this going to play out? Do they know Viper's here? Dizzy Dog is still staring at it. They have no information. They're still waiting for the... There you go. Dizzy Dog with the big pick there. Now they're all mid. They don't know this quite yet. Nobody's been spotted, but Dizzy Dog coming back to the B main. Breach sitting in spawn, waiting for this flank here. This could be... If this race isn't checked for this, this is going to be really uncomfortable. He's predicting it, though.
Pinched.
Oh, great swing. Dizzy Dog with the 3K here. Somebody
30 seconds left.
going to be pushing him in here. Good forward back.
Last player standing.
Off.
Oh,
Gets
there it
another
is.
pick. Probably, oh, there comes KO, and then there's the ace by Dizzy Dog. Insane plays. He doesn't want this one to end super quick. That timeout was not good for Panther Creek because it gave Dizzy the time to think about it and figure out how he wanted to dissect that play. Amazing B push, trying to get all that space there. And interesting that, like, I don't know what Panther Creek saw on the A side to force them to come back and retake mid. Maybe they just didn't feel comfortable walking out there. They just didn't have any information quite yet. I'm not sure what caused them to pull back, but that just let Dizzy feed for that one. And props to Killian's Angels for going there, putting his life out the line to help Dizzy secure that ace.
Yeah, it's a very nice job for Dizzy Dog. Now 17 kills, but still the big thing in my mind remains Dizzy Dog can't 1v5 and win a game, right? That is the problem. But we did see the team of South Garner get involved. Despite Dizzy acing that round, we saw a bunch of utility thrown for Dizzy to find those kills. And we did see Killian's Angel just literally run out and sacrifice his life just to allow Dizzy to get the ace, but Delicate will find the gunfight win this time. Dizzy tried to go for the box spam, but there's too much tension there. But up from above, the Omen's gonna find a kill now, dropping down, but Musin will find the kill in the middle of the TP, and now it's gonna be a couple big plays. Killian's Angel to the main point will find it one, and Tito will find another. Musin, last player alive, stuck in a 1v2, and they know exactly where he's located as well. Running out of trees, grabs the spike. Last two players are over towards mid, so this could be a free spike plant, but with the gate being closed, it's going to make things tough. Musin did something that was really smart, actually. Picks up the spike, runs back to make a bunch of noise, but Killian's Angel didn't fall for it. He made a bunch of noise like he was running over to a site and then tried to go back to mid, but both the two players were like not rotating over to A, so very smart here coming through from Panther Creek, but it wasn't enough. That is going to be South Garner who find a couple kills, and one of the big things that I was happy to see in that round especially is that we saw 3 or 4 kills come out from the South Garner teammates that weren't Dizzy Dog. Dizzy Dog only got 1 kill that round, where the other teammates got 4, and we also see South Garner with 5 ults right now. This is the last round of the half here right now with 7 ults on the playing field, but we have South Garner with 5. I'd like to see them use some of those ults, and frankly, I wish I saw them use some of the ults earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing he's been sitting on it. The Viper ult almost instantly, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, yeah, it keeps you locked down on the A site, but now you know where that one player is. If I'm deciding, opening pick there from ZDL, good job with that. Never mind, he didn't use the ult, and Big still walked into it, so I can't say anything. Dice is getting the plant here. Little snake bite. Pegasus with the pick there. It's interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. How to get on the site so aggressively. Coming in with the retake ult here from the breach. Good pick there. Killian's Angel's getting another one. Muzan trading Dizzy Dog ult. It looks like Muzan getting another pick. We got to deal with Muzan. Dizzy Dog getting a trade on the sky. Dizzy Dog getting another one. There you go, clearing out Muzan. It's now a 2v1. They know where the Cypher's at. He's stuck on tree. Trying to fight the moment here.
One enemy remaining.
Pick Delicate. Uses the ping.
There's the ult.
Excellent. Yeah, he's gonna figure out exactly where he's at. Rotating to heaven.
Oh, he's defusing. There's no time for Delicate. Delicate has to.
He can get around.
Oh, he hopped off it.
Got off.
Oh, and Dizzy Dog will get off it and find the kill. Delicate will go down. Delicate's spray was a little shaky there, just because I think he was really worried about that spike getting diffused. So he had to go in.
Switching
planning, so he
yeah,
swung and didn't realize the gun would be looking at him.
So he was more aimed for like a crouching player, but it actually was Dizzy Dog who was fully stood up and found the kill, brings it back. I mean, hey, I gotta give props to South Garner where it's due. This was an 8-1 game, brought it back now to 8-4. This is still a defending sided map, so it's not gonna be easy for you whatsoever. But I will say one thing for certain, South Garner, they're trending upwards. We now see 13 kills coming through from the other teammates rather than just 7, but Dizzy Dog still has to do the heavy lifting. 21-9 right now, especially now that we're onto the attacking side. Having your Phoenix get involved in entry is going to be the biggest thing. So Dizzy Dog got to stay consistent going into this attacking side.
Yeah, he really gets to stretch his legs on the attacking side. Doesn't have to worry about the team just kind of going, picking one of his teammates and then rotating to another side. So looking to take this mid here. Mid seems to be most important on this pistol round. Just kind of making sure you can pick wherever you want and rotate quickly, cut off some of these rotations. But Dizzy Dog was destroying it. I think I saw him at 21-9, something like that. So if we can get Chav to step up a little bit, get this more close to a 5v5, then there's a good chance that South Garner can feel a little bit more comfortable on their attacking side, because just because Panther Creek did it and it's a defender side of match doesn't mean they're great on the defensive side either. Muzan trying to sweep from heaven. What is this? Aim bombing? No, he got spotted. He's just spamming through the smoke. Gets 2 picks. Dizzy Dog with the trades there, putting Muzan down, and then Chav 11 sitting close here. Probably should have stayed on board, but getting to back side. Another pick coming in from Dizzy Dog. Dizzy Dog is going insane for his attacking side. He knows exactly where Panther Creek wants to rotate, and he's picking them apart. And those ones having a big flash. Great flash. Amazing shot. Gonna go here, try to clear the tree player because they know they're here. I didn't even realize Spike wasn't even down. Here we go, pulling back to Spike. Gonna get the plant. This is a 3v1.
30 seconds left.
Towards Heaven side. Nobody's anticipating this. There's some opportunity here for Pegasus.
Yeah, there definitely is, but 2 low players as well, 3 low players. All of them could be,
Exactly.
you know, 1 tap to the head with the ghost and just maybe even 1 to the body for a couple of these players as well. But the double stack under in hell is going to be big. And honestly, your Pegasus start moving quicker. There's the first kill, knowing another player's. Oh, he doesn't think another one's under there. He didn't read it. And I don't know. Oh, he goes to the deep dive. Pegasus finds Dizzy Dog with Zito's on the lineup, so there's no time. There's literally no time for this. The lineup is going to be good. That's going to land right down. Pegasus can get it halved, but has to, yeah, that does go down to the Swarm. The Swarm was just a little bit too strong there. If you could get half and maybe hop off a little bit sooner, would have been nice, but ultimately just a tough one to play off there. And very nice from ZTL. I was very happy to start to see some Viper lineups come through. And it's going to be South Gardner who keep this one close. They're going to find that pistol round on their attacking half, and 25 and 10 on Dizzy Dog throughout 13 rounds is crazy, averaging 2 kills a round almost.
Yeah, doing good here. Sorry, I went to go check some messages just to make sure what's going on. But here we go. Yeah, Dizzy Dog, it's really proven that he is a powerhouse right now, though, and has to be respected on the side of Panther Creek because he is forcing some of these rounds to be happen just by his presence and getting some of these picks. Great job there coaching, obviously, by the Viper, and a great opening pick. He's just a fragger, but the immediate flash and then gets saved by ZDL. Amazing, and that was just the ult. I didn't even realize. Phoenix is still up, doing great. Pegasus, my God. South Gardner take here. Omen on the flank here. Cypher trying to go through mid. Viper trying to figure out what's going on here. This is going to be a really hard retake, especially with not having very much guns here. Just a lot of pistols. See what damage you can do. You can take this in the next round. ZDL walking. Moves on to spam down from Killian's Angels, getting to Delicate, and all that's left is Viper in the back. And I think Dizzy's going to swing and get this pick here.
Is this South Gardner squad a new team or what?
I mean, it's they really get to stretch their legs now. Like Dizzy Dog gets to actually dictate where the fight is going, and he's not walking into a 5-minute stack.
Yeah, that is completely true. We'll give you credit on that one. That is 100% accurate there in that round. But I mean, even then, the rest of the team starting to step it up a little bit more as well. Z-Dill, Killian's Angel, Doofenshmirtz, I mean, all of them starting to step up a little bit more here and start to put some rounds on the board. It's 5 in a row for South Gardner here right now. Something that I wasn't really expecting to say, I feel like, just a few moments ago. But that being exactly right, I know. I mean, it's interesting to see. We do see Vixta or early on over towards this A site on the Rays. We do see a lot of full buy coming through for Panther Creek this time around. So a little bit of a difference in that matter. But that being said, Musin is going to be playing this close tree angle right now. Looks to send off some utility, but backs up. Just looking for a bit of an angle to fight off of here right now. Should have a couple players swinging soon, but it is going to be a Spectre. So Musin should have the upper hand when it does come down to this gunfight. But that utility is going to be so massive. Musin completely flashed off and now swung. Dizzy Dog using that Phoenix utility to his advantage. And honestly, Dizzy Dog, the Phoenix is the great agent for him because he can do it all by himself, right? He can flash himself, he can heal himself, he can wall himself off, he can do so much without having to rely too much on the other 4 of his teammates. He can kind of play his own game in a sense. But that being said, South Gardner, they're going to get this spike down once again, and they've been very successful in doing this so far. 5-on-4 player advantage, but Pegasus will find a strong kill. Dizzy Dog is down. That is not the player you want to lose if you are South Gardner.
Down here, but they're going to break this wall. This is going to be really huge. This is where South Gardner needs to prove that they're here. Already 2 picks coming out, 2v3. Oh, great there frags by Killian Angel, stepping up here, supporting his top frag. Vixta gets the trade. It's now a 1v2. Bomb still planted. Do we have any more lineups? We kind of have some, a little bit of impromptu, but we take a lot of damage there. That's
enemy remaining.
And then Cypher with the pick there from Delicate. Man, really tough set there. That was a huge round. It's real close. Okay, they get it.
Spike
the defenders get the fuse. Man, huge round. Dizzy Dog unfortunately gets picked there, trying to put up that wall and jump spot, and ends up getting absolutely sprayed down perfectly. But I think it was with Pegasus. Pegasus huge there, taking down that top frag, making him very uncomfortable. Chav got the plant down, but still struggling right now. Got the 11 in the name, 11 in the score line, doing his best. But yeah, so man, I'm trying to figure out what needs to happen for South Gardner, because if Dizzy gets picked too early, like he's doing a great job opening up the space, letting the team kind of get in, but it's holding that space afterwards that is the real struggle right now for South Gardner, and probably going to be the struggle that we're going to see throughout the rest of the game as long as Panther Creek can kind of lock down their defense a little bit more. But a little bit of a slower round coming out here for South Gardner, trying to slow it down, figure out what's going on. We're going to be hitting this Cypher here with all this util Probably seeing are these Cypher traps right now, pinging where he thinks he might be, but he's playing Heaven. Not quite sure where Delicate's cam is just yet, seeing where they're getting the information, but here comes the hit. CDL walking out slowly. They've got most of the site here. Nobody's on the site, so snake bite there in the back to try and force anybody out. Won't have anybody there. Raze is on this really long flank. I'm not sure how beneficial this is going to be, but Chav is just waiting to get on the site. He needs to get out there now. It's just the Omen there, and they've just lost so many players already. He's already at half health. Bomb's tucked back there. This round is
One enemy remaining.
yeah, and that's Pegasus spray down. Double headshot and tower clean out. It's a flawless round. Oh, this is going to get uncomfortable now.
Yeah, this is gonna make things a little bit more difficult when it does come on to the side of South Garner. I mean, you brought it back 8-6, but 2 in a row for Panther Creek and is not the site you want to see. It's gonna hurt your economy a little bit. We do see. All right, if I'm the side of South Garner, I just want to say this real quick. If I'm Chav, I'm giving that Vandal to Dizzy Dog like all day of the week.
What?
I mean,
What?
Yeah, he's stuck with the Spectre up in the top frag slot, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But further ado, I mean, Panther Creek, now they've won 2 rounds in a row. Their economy is stacked stronger, and they're on the defense side, which is, you know, the most defense-sided map in the game. So it's going to be interesting to see. But as of right now, I mean, Panther Creek, I mean, it might be a close game. Only 4 rounds. Panther Creek, they're slowly outs. Musin will find Dizzy Dog there, and that's the top frag already down, and that is the spell of disaster for the side of South Garner.
What about that pig shield?
Maybe.
Just saying.
You never know. Never know. But Z-Dill.
Look, how much did he hit him for? Oh, he must have healed.
That is going to be a Delicate finding a kill on the Killian's Angel. Delicate finding 2. Make it 1 for Tower as well. South Garner with just 1 player remaining. It's going to be a 5 versus 1. Jav trying to get a kill. Oh. Jav will find Delicate and gets on the board here for this game. And now with the spike in hand, some utility to utilize. All 4 defenders of Panther Creeks are over here trying to stop Jav in his tracks.
1v5s. I'm giving all my money to charity.
I'll join you in that one there. Jav.
30 seconds
Playing
left.
this one slow, back towards Wine. The flank is going to cost them, though. There's giving a lot of time for Viper to loop around. You see the Viper already up top mid right now. Jav just playing this one slow, down to just 15 seconds. I'm surprised we don't see this Viper creep up a little bit more, especially now with the Sky Flash. The Viper's like, okay, he's still here. I'm going to go. I think this is a safe call coming in from Jav right now, knowing that the 1v4 might be a little bit... Oh, okay. Maybe not. Never mind. Like, I don't know why I thought.
No, I don't get it. Like, if you're gonna go for it earlier in the round. Because, like, what did he decided to flash and push with like 8 seconds left? It's like,
yeah, you're not getting even time.
Get anything.
Yeah, we do see a call from Mars on the timeout. That's gonna be South Garner calling a timeout, trying to see what they can do here in the back line to fix things up. 27-13, Dizzy Dog. The other few teammates currently sitting at 9-13, 9-14, 3-14, and 1-13. So I'd like to get them on the same page as Dizzy Dog a little bit further. Z-Dill, Killian's Angels playing pretty well. Doofenshmirt's been doing okay with the utility, been getting a couple kills. We'd like to see a little bit stronger of play coming from himself and Chav. But that being said, you look at the side of Panthers Creek, those kills are kind of spread out kind of evenly distributed, and they're all sharing the wealth here when it comes to the fragging department and just their utility department and everything like that. We do see a couple players close to alt. Z-Dill's close to alt. We got Killian's Angels close to alt. Doofenshmirtz is close to alt. Honestly, everybody is within 2 alt orbs for the side of South Garner. And you look at the things for Panthers Creek, very similar story. Everybody is within, 2 alt orbs or already have it. Or, if you're like Vixta, you're 3 away because that Raze alt is tough to go against. But a lot of alts I'm expecting to come out here in these next couple rounds. This one, the next round, and maybe the last one as well, if it is ending 13-6 for this game. But that being said, I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. The timeout was called from South Garner. Let's see if it can change anything as we go forwards.
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's all on the back of the and the immediate pick there from Tower gets over there and gets Killian Agents, who's been a reliable support there for Disney. But see how this goes. Moves on trying to get the pick here on the middle. TP's back and getting chased down. Dizzy looking to take this mid. This is the first mid hit that I think we're seeing all game. We'll see how they're able to do this. Viper holding from backside, and then Dizzy Dog immediately putting down Pegasus, who'd been killing them the last couple rounds, but Delicate with immediate trade back on ZDL and Chav, and ZDL's also been, or ZDYL has also been another strong supporter for the South Garner team. So this might be getting close to end, but the huge picks here. This is now an open B site, forcing the 2v2 retake. Dizzy doesn't have a lot of health here.
Oh, and that's position revealed as well.
Oh yeah, they know they're both on site. This is gonna be tough because he's gotta get these open headshots. I don't want to see him entry right now because he's got such low HP.
He's ulting. He's ulting right now.
Yeah.
That's his ult, and it works.
Oh my god, he gets the opening pick on Delicate. Goes for another one, puts the Molotov down. They know where he's at. He's gonna TP across. Dizzy's actually full HP. I've been baited. Omen sitting backside. Swing, and Dizzy puts him down. Amazing. Dizzy is like, he is. What is it?
Yeah.
What is it? Sisyphus? Is that the whole thing? Just pushing the ball up the hill, or the big stone ball up the hill. But like, this is insane. Dizzy's going off. He's 31 and 13, top fragging the whole server. Nobody's even close to him right now. And yeah, man. But this is still, like you were saying before, like earlier on, he can't 1v5 the whole time. Panther Creek is up 11-1, and they're doing a great job with their rotates for the most part. As long as they get Dizzy to only maybe get 1 or 2 picks, they seem to be fine for the rest of the round.
Yeah, we'll see how this one does continue to trend. We got 3 ults from Panther Creek, 2 for South Garner, which will be interesting. And you, Dizzy Dog, one thing, I don't know if you knew this, Phoenix, after you ult on Phoenix, you regain full HP. You do not get your shield back, but you do get your 100 HP back. Tower will actually find Dizzy Dog in the first round. That's big for this side of despite being 1-for-1. But that being said, that's a nice Viper ult over towards B as well. Should really slow things down here right now. But that being said, I mean, that Phoenix ult was massive in that last round.
Yeah.
Vixta spots one here. Killian's Angel going to go down. Very minimal HP, just stuck in that Viper ult. And that Viper ult's going to bring you to next to no health. It's actually going to force South Garner saying, we can't make it past this ult. There's a Raze and a Viper sitting right in the ult. And we're in a player disadvantage. Breach is low HP. We only really have one choice, and that is to rotate over towards a site. And honestly, not
all the util over there.
But not many people are here. Like,
It's
Cypher's got
Omen.
util here, but Omen's playing in tree. Cypher's playing over towards mid. The other two are on B. I mean, this
30
is not
seconds
bad
left.
if you're South Garner. You just got to go quick, because this Souther utility, the Cypher utility rather, is going to start picking you up right about now with that.
And then you gotta worry about that smoke. You gotta get through.
Yeah, there it
Everybody
is.
get through. Breach, why are you walking?
Dubin's
Jav, come on.
He was able to TP on the site and get the spike down, so we do have South Garner into a post-plant scenario. But Panther Creek, the retake, is going to be tough to fight against here now. Drops down, the Dill's ult's going to get shut right away. That was an ult pop from the Viper of South Garner, but shut down immediately. Musin will find the opposing Omen. Now it's all up to Chav, who's going to get swung by Vixta, and now that makes it in a 12-7 score line here. Oh, gee, oh my. It is series point here for the side of Panthers Creek. And it is getting concerning for South Garner. You got to win 5 in a row if you want to force it to OT. Otherwise, you are unfortunately packing your bags and heading out of this bracket in the quarterfinals. It is going to be the winner of this matchup moving to the semifinals. And I forget exactly who the winner of this plays, but the winner is moving on to that semifinal matchup.
Winner
they're playing
green
green
level.
something. Yeah,
Green level. Yep.
Green level gonna play
They
that
won
one. So.
13-1 in their quarterfinals, but I mean, yeah, like I'm looking to Dizzy Dog right now, and it's kind of live by the sword, die by the sword. If he doesn't entry frag, I don't think the team gets any space, but if he doesn't entry frag, or if he does,
my
then,
goodness!
oh my god, what a blast pack! Trying
No
to get
one's
around.
here.
No one's here. So wasted ult on the side of Panther Creek, and then big 5-man hit here. And then
But he
he
gets
gets
traded.
immediate traded.
Yeah, Killian's Angel will trade Pegasus, though. So the player advantage still remains in South Garner's favor, and that is Sky Dead, who did have ult coming into these rounds. That being said, big 4-on-3 here right now for South Garner. South Garner gonna tie this one up now. 3v3 here. It's gonna be Vixta shooting at Zdil, trying to find this angle. But still on 3-on-3, the spike is down. The big stun is going to come through. That's really going to slow down the side of Panther Creek as they try to work their retake now. Chav going to send in some utility. That's going to slow down Vixta a little bit for sure. The Boombot will go through. time is becoming more and more of the essence. They got to go a little bit quicker here right now. Delicate.
One enemy remaining.
Gonna go down now. Last player behind the spike. They bring around the Rosie. The shots come through, but there's no time for this defuse. That's gonna be the round ended here right now. South Garner will pick it up and keep themselves alive now, 12-8.
Insane. Good work there. You know, getting those post plants and just keeping Panther Creek off long enough for the bomb to go off. You know, you don't always have to be alive to win the round. You'll still get the money. You'll still get things figured out. And I mean, Dizzy Dog had some amazing entry there just to get that space open. Great trade coming in from Killian's Angels. Been really, really good for the supporting cast for like this entry frag. I'd say like out of all the times that we see Dizzy Dog getting opening pick, if he doesn't get the next 2 or 3, you'll see at least Killian's Angels get one put up. So I've been very proud of this KO for stepping up, trying to help out as much as possible. But we're still down 4 rounds. There's enough time for adjustments, and the money is probably not going to be too much of an issue for Panther Creek. I'm not sure with where they're at right now, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still beefed up pretty much. So we'll see how they go. But we've got a full rotate coming in from South Garner, coming through CT spawn right now, or T spawn. And we're gonna do a B main hit here. KO is getting set up, probably gonna try and be this first point of contact. Oh, it starts out with the utility, gets spotted out by Vista, but gets forced off. Snake Bite coming in and Wall coming up from Pegasus, and we're gonna rotate back here a little bit, probably try to maybe take mid, or we're gonna wait a little bit. I'm just kind of watching to see where Dizzy Dog goes, because that kind of dictates how the play for South Garner is gonna go. Nobody moving too much. Got Omen just spotted a tree on A site. Oh, Vixta, there you go with the early pick on Killian's Angels.
Joke's over! You're dead! That's Dizzy Dog, down to 1 HP. Halfway through, Dizzy Dog will go back for the swing. He pops his ult as well, so Dizzy Dog does have that 100 HP coming back to his name here off the respawn. Back
Gets
30
spotted.
seconds left.
Oh,
Spike down A.
Yeah, Delicate, they didn't know he was there. And that is going to be a very nice one here. Delicate will find another. Dizzy Dog will fall now 4-2. It's going to be
One enemy remaining.
leading tower, and Delicate
Defenders
will
win.
end this one off. Delicate picks up a 3K, and that's going to be Panther Creek advancing to the semifinals here now. South Garner, they brought it really close. We had a good game of Valorant there, but Panther Creek, they're going to take it away and capitalize on that one.
Yep, Panther Creek taking it here, pretty comfortable. You know, we were predicting the 2 seed, but I was really hoping for a competitive game. You wanted a 13-5, but we ended up getting, what was that, a 13-8, 13-7, something like that?
I'm happy with it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm super happy, and then also just really proud on the side of the South Garner for really trying to stick through there. I know we had some players that were really struggling, but like, I mean, they brought the fight to them, and they didn't give up a single round. It didn't seem like they picked their strategy. They went with what they wanted, and I'm just happy to see a good game. So moving forward into the brackets, we're gonna have Green Hope versus, it was Holy Springs that I think took that one, right?
Yep.
And then we've got Green Level versus Panther Creek, our 1st through 4th seed coming up here. I mean, dude, this is gonna be a tough one for each semifinal games. I know I'm gonna be handing off my casting duties to somebody else here in a bit, but these are gonna be some exciting games to watch, and I just want to see how these stack up, because Panther Creek really just showed they've got a really good cohesive team. They've got some strong stars, but I know on the side of Green Level that they do have some pretty dominant fraggers, because I think that's who we casted the other day, that we can't remember the name of the Rays player. And you know, they're going to come out with some intensity. So
yeah,
and then we already saw how dominant Green Hope was too. We thought they were our 1st seed when we first saw them. So I'm predicting a Green Hope, Green Level, and all green championship, but we'll see how that goes. Any thoughts from you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm in a similar boat as you there. I think these green squads have been really good. I'm excited to see how they will perform coming into these games. I'm excited to see if we see any upsets in the semifinals matchup. Our first matchup we are going to do here, or actually the only semifinal matchup that we are going to be streaming, is going to be Green Hope versus Holly Springs. And then the other matchup for semifinals will be played off stream. So we only got one of these semifinals matches coming your way streamed. It's going to be Green Hope versus Holly Springs. That is the 1 versus 4 seed. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to see if we see any upsets, either whether it's Holly Springs winning this one, or whether it's the other side winning the other upset there on the other side of the bracket. So it will be interesting to see things going forwards. Like you mentioned, Gator Mill, and we do have a new caster coming in. I'm going to be casting with Kai for these upcoming last few games, but I do appreciate you, of course, Gator Mill, hopping on the mic with me as always the whole season long. And I also appreciate you representing my home country. You got that altar jersey on right now and everything.
Oh yeah. But, I was at the major championship where they won this, the Optic Texas one. I was in the front row. You can actually see pictures of me. So great event.
That's awesome. So everybody back at home tuning in, stay with us. We'll be back after a short break, myself and Kai, to bring you semifinals and the championship game. We'll be back right after this. My name once again Deprived, but now joined by a new face. I got Kai alongside me here right now to cover these semifinals and championship matches here for VESL High School Valorant coming our way. We got quarterfinals just wrapped up, and now we got 4 teams ready to go. Semifinals, single elimination, best of ones coming our way here right now. Could not be more excited for it. Let's check out the bracket and check out the rest of the matches that we do got for us on the remainder of today. So Green Hope Holly Springs is going to be the one we have on stream, and while we are streaming this one Green Hope Holly Springs game, we will have Green Level and Panther Creek played off stream here. So Kai, you can kind of get a bit of an example of the bracket. You got any teams you got your eyes on or anything like that? Yeah, for sure, myself included. So we got the 1 and 4 seed of Green Hope versus Holly Springs on our slate for our upcoming matchup. I would want to say Green Hope, definitely a little bit of that favored squad just coming into that 1 seed here over that 4 seed. Both teams very strong, though, and in these final 4 teams, these are the top 4 seeds of the tournament. So it's going to be a lot of close matchups coming our way for the semifinal and championship games. But without further ado, let's head into the matchup here now. Let's check out what map we're going to be on, what agents these 2 teams are going to be playing, and everything under the sun like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think the sky flashes are going to be really big. That is one thing I definitely do notice from Green Hope right now, is Green Hope doesn't really have many flashes. They do have partial flashes, I want to call them. They have the Omen flash where, you know, you can throw your Omen smoke and yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can get your Omen flash. And you have the Gecko little buddy as well, right? So you can throw that out. He can shoot your goo and you can get the players stunned up there and not have any vision. So we'll see here moving forwards in this one. Top the universe, Mr. Squigglebottom. Okay, I want to bring something up too as well. Last time Gator and Melon and I casted, Mr. Squigglebottom was actually on the Rays playing Duelist and dropped like 35 kills. So yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Very interesting. So I will see how the Mr. Squiggle does here coming into this one. But it's going to be a very early C-side hit for Holly Springs. And they get almost full site control immediately. Forced to give it up here now. Mr. Squigglebottom going to be down to half HP almost instantly. Phoenix looking to push out this backside of the site. Looking for one. Swings through the smoke. Get some shots off. None will land, but they do connect at the end of the day. The reloads from both players having to come through. A little bit of an interesting fight in the back line. Going to be traded out. Green Hope will have the 1-player advantage here right now. Holly Springs They're down a couple players. Spartan will find one back onto the universe. A headshot from Jenny. Gonna be big, and Jenny picking up a 3K on the round on the Rays. Green Hope will move up 1-0, and honestly pretty surprising considering how easy Holly Springs got into that site. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one there, Kai. It's going to be a bit of a pistol round now coming through for Holly Springs in round number 2, just due to them saving the money after losing that first round. We do see Green Hope force buying up here, buying that, buying the Spectres, buying the Sheriffs, the Aries, whatever they got in their arsenal here for this round. It's going to be Mr. Squigglebottom and Nash Fort going for a bit of a duel here over towards Sand Dunes on C, but nothing really going to be coming from that gunfight, as it is going to be more of a B-side push on what it looks like. The Universe holding on, so they're back in this A-side spawn. And honestly, if you're Holy Springs, you got a lot of good map control, I feel like, right now. You got a lot of players pushed up in some PowerPoint positions. Chenny, though, don't want to get too aggressive. Finds the kill, though. Phoenix will go down, holding the burst fire. Finds another and gets some damage onto the Watcher. This Bulldog is going in crazy. That burst was perfect. And now pushed through into their spawn. Essentially is flashed off, but not going to get punished for it. And this is just Holly Springs getting completely pushed into their spawn. Chenny picks up 3, and that's going to be Green Hope now up 2-0.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that. Turret out. There. There.
Yeah, very nicely done. Green Hope is on their bonus here for this round, but Holly Springs will have the bye. We see Spartan with the Guardian and four of his teammates with Vandals and Phantoms and whatnot there. So this round getting a little bit more invested into it than what we saw in the previous. The Universe going to be this first line of defense here over towards this A-side spike site. Backing up, playing this tree area. That Fade utility is going to help slow down this push from Holly Springs, but they've made their way into tree. That Sky Flash is going to pop off, but it actually pops behind the Universe, but Onster will find the kills. Phoenix finds one as well. Top will get some trades, and now we're left to a 3-on-3. Spike gonna get planted by the Watcher. The Top forced off a little bit by these paint shells. They know he's here. Spartan right around the corner. The little buddy gonna come out, gonna get that stun off, and there's a dink. That's gonna be a lot of damage, but the kill was not to be picked up. Now Piggy Lover and Mr. Squigglebottom will find 2. Last player alive gonna be Onster, playing this one from tree. They know exactly where he's located. Looking to go for the swing on the spike, but one's putting a push on Piggy Lover. Pushes into the smoke here. Mr. Squigglebottom as well. Mr. Squigglebottom picks up the kill. The spike looking to go get defused here now, but that round got dicey, Kai.
Out.
Alrighty here now. So that bonus round win coming for Green Hope was big as well, because that was where Holly Springs invested all of their economy. So to come into that round with the win, despite the minimal investment from Green Hope, will really help out their economy in the long run to try to push them more into their favor here on the defensive side of Lotus. Holly Springs going to come into this round with some Sheriffs and I believe maybe a couple Spectres and Stingers, but nothing too crazy being invested for Holly Springs into this round. Just trying to find some opening picks here with the Sheriffs and seeing what they can find here. The Fade is going to be the sole defender here over towards this A site. Onster will sneak by, and the Universe doesn't really pick up on this info here quite yet. Gonna get tagged down to 40 HP, though, so the Universe forced to back up towards A, and you might start to see some rotations from Green Hope now starting to help out that A bomb site. But that being said, this is going to be a C-sided push here right now from Holly Springs, and Piggy Lover just rotated off of it. They're looking like they thought it's going to be an A-side push, but it's actually a C-side push here now. Mr. Squigglebottom, the sole line of defense, joined alongside Mr. Squigglebottom. or Piggy Lover rather, on the defense. Spike looking to get planted here now, deep and safe. Chenny looking to send that
Spike planted.
orb in. The boom block going to come through. The first swing going to be made. Chenny smoked off though. That Omen blind so big. The Watcher going to get the stun off. The Universe good for a trade. 5 on 4.
Last player standing.
Placing sentry.
Yeah, it's going to be Green Hope here, looking to continue on with their success now in round number 5. Both teams with full buys, but my big thing is Chenny, Mr. Squigglebottom top. They're combined right now for 17 and 3 or something like that between those top 3 fraggers. So exactly, right? Those fraggers from Green Hope are really what you're concerned about if you're Holly Springs right now, because you might have full site control, but, you know, these duelers on the side of Green Hope can just come into the site, tap these heads, and completely retake, and that's always something to be a little bit more worried about. Mr. Squigglebottom actually going to give up his life. Thought the seaside was completely open, but Spartan will be there, and that's going to be a trade from Piggy Lover, but will back off after this one. Looking to bait this alt orb, I think, a little bit here. Phoenix for the swing, though, and ooh, a couple awkward Vandal shots will come from Piggy Lover as he steps to the side. Now down to 46 HP. The blind and the smokes are going to come through, but it's going to make things very difficult here. That Sky is going to come through and try to get some work done. Onster will actually get the paint shells to put in some work as well. Phoenix finds one onto the Universe, and this round, we're looking good for Holly Springs, all up to Chenny, who does find one onto Phoenix, but still 3 players to go. Chenny just making their way out of the site for now. The turret has been placed by the KJ. They know Chenny's located still up on these rafters. The double angle hold is there. Util has been thrown as well. Chenny sneaking through, spots out 2 players, not able to get the lineup, and Nashfort will find the kill. Holly Springs gets on the board with their first round and make this a 4-1 game.
Okay.
I've got your trail. Grenade! Hawk out!
I'll find you. 30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
My ultimate is ready.
You can trust my boss. It only malfunctioned that one time, and honestly, she won't miss that finger. Placing swarm grenade.
Yeah, I really do like to see this timeout get called here from the side of Holly Springs. I think that it is a very well-timed called timeout here right now as well. I mean, the game is not out of reach by any means necessary if you are Holly Springs. But if you are them as well, you know, saying, hey, this is like in a very attacking sided map, if not the most attacking sided map. We have to be able to find some rounds here in these next upcoming fights. So let's call a timeout. Let's figure out our strat. Let's slow down their momentum, like you mentioned, and just try to regain coming into this one. Try to think of it like it's a clean slate to work off of after this timeout. So we'll see coming into this one. The buys are going to be a little bit awkward because of the one thing I'm looking at here right now. We got 3 Vandals. Those players have all full bought, but Onster doesn't really have a ton of money, and neither does Phoenix to try to piece together some sort of a buy where you look at the side of Green Hope and their economy is, they're flowing with it here right now. They have no problem affording things. But that being said, 5-1 here, that current scoreline. Like you said, the default is biting them in the butt here a little bit time and time again. I'm interested to see how these comps will match up as the sides do flip as well. If you never know, maybe Green Hope will have a little bit of a tougher time on the attack, and Holly Springs will prefer the defense a little bit. You never really know. But that being said, Chenny, very aggressive play off the rip.
Go get him.
30 seconds left. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Where are you?
That was very nicely held down. Like you said as well, the Fade was the lone defender. If the Fade can just get 1 or maybe even 2, the value is completely found. And, you know, the Fade did their job. And the Fade did way more than that. Picking up a 3K, staying alive in the whole process as well, helping push Green Hope to that 6-1 advantage we see in front of us today. And alongside that, there's a few ults ready for Green Hope as well. So if you're the side of Holly Springs, you're a little concerned coming into these upcoming rounds. Yeah, you do have that Omen ult on your side of things, but going up against these 3 ults of Green Hope will not be an easy task by any means necessary. We are going to see these pistols from Holly Springs out on this round as well. This is looking like it is probably a save round here for them. And Green Hope most likely will be able to take this one away unless we do see a Thrifty get pulled off. And very, oh my god, Pinky Lover, awkward timing. Swings, though, does find one. Swings away as well and keeps their life. That got pretty dicey, though, on that corner peek. The Omen, I was like, no way, you're not gonna find them.
Sana.
Terminated.
Yeah, this is a save round. This is a very nicely done here from the side of Holly Springs with the very minimal investment they put into this one right now. Ooh, the Gecko utility gonna get sent down. Mr. Squigglebottom will find one onto the Watcher, but Mr. Squigglebottom now low HP. Onster with this scout could make a difference. It's gonna actually be the defender Killjoy on B, but they're like, okay, pop your Killjoy. We don't care. We'll just rotate to C really quick. And that is exactly what we just saw there. The Swarm Grenade will come out, but it will not find what they were looking for. Spartan not able to get the, Mr. Squigglebottom not able to wallbang on the Spartan, but there's the kills. Jenny finds 2, and then one more as well picked up for Green Hope. That's a 7-1 scoreline. I will say, though, it did look a little concerning for a few moments. Holly Springs had a player advantage on their thrifty round, and they were able to start picking up guns. And we also did see Mr. Squigglebottle pop that KJ ult, which is 9 ult orbs, by the way. So it's they heavily invested that KJ ult, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, you had to use it at one point or another, I guess, but hey, they won the round regardless. So that being said, though, 3 ults are still ready for Green Hope.
There. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Thank you. Cover going out.
Yeah, Holly Springs in a tough spot here right now, but they do have some economy coming into this round, so they can piece together some rifles. They have a couple ults. They have the Phoenix ult. They have the Gecko ult here to utilize. They will have Spartan will have his ult here and just 1 orb as well. But Piggy Lover keeping that Omen ult. I mean, the Omen ult isn't like crazy on defense. I mean, it's nice just to get that quick rotate off, but it's not crazy. And you do have the Gecko ult, though. The Gecko ult will be nice to have here for yourself coming into this one. But that being said, Nash Fort, the KJ, can we get any opening picks with an Outlaw? Maybe, ooh, spotting the universe just a little bit, but backing up here for now. This is looking like a C-sided pressure for the most of it here. KJ going to be rotating through the spawn of Holly Springs right now. The ultimate of Sky has been popped as well. Onster will go down. Phoenix good for a trade on Mr. Squigglebottom. Piggy Lover still hiding away kind of in this waterfall area. Spike dropped here right now. They got to get this one planted if you are Holy Springs.
Spike planted.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what? Why pick Gecko?
One enemy remaining.
I diffuse things in my sleep. I love explosions.
Turret out.
Yeah, these retake opportunities have been stellar for Green Hope, and they heavily invest into this round as well with Vandals, Operators. They have that Omen ult still. Oh, where did Omen take 80 damage from immediately? Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. But that is going to be Phoenix already losing a lot of health here for the, or sorry, not Phoenix, rather, Green Hope's Omen. But KJ will take some damage as well, so there might have been a little bit of engagement in here in the early rounds, early stages of this round as well. But still back in their spawn is Holly Springs, and that's the one thing I find a little bit concerning as well. I'd like to see Holly Springs maybe get a little bit more aggressive on these points, force quick rotates from Green Hope, because right now it's a little bit passive. They stayed in their spawn for quite some time, and this isn't the first time that we've seen that as well. The paint shell is going to come down as well onto his own teammate a little bit for a second there. Phoenix, though, behind Pillar, going to go for a big swing. Shots will ring through, and the Universe will come away winning that gunfight. Remaining up with 78 HP, finding 2. Onster tries to pop up and find one, but not able to get it done. The Watcher in the back corner has the Marshall in hand, trying to connect with the headshot, not able to land it. Nashville finds top, but Chenny quick for a trade on the Watcher. Chenny comes in, finds one, oh, Chenny, I thought Chenny found the last one too. The Universe, though, will pick it up. Nashfort goes down, a 3K for the Universe. The Universe has been doing a hell of a job holding down this A site as well.
Placing sentry. Let's make them dance. Take hold. Okay. Fire in the hole! Grenade! Here comes the fire!
Spike planted.
Yeah, Green Hope, though, having a tough time here now, but Chenny will find the first pick. 3v3. Chenny, very low HP, could cause some things to make it a problem.
You should run.
1-for-1 trades now, left to a 2-on-2 here. Both players full HP. Molly Springs
player
that.
standing.
Oh, that little bit of utility gonna come out, but Chenny finds the kill first. Nashville, last player alive. The Swarm Grenade will come in, though, and the Killjoy is there, so it's gonna force them off this spike here for now. Is there still time to work with? I believe so, but that second Swarm Grenade might make things even tougher. And this utility is just so good right now coming out from Nashville. This is why it's so nice to have your KJ as your last player alive. The wallbang spray is going to be good as well, forcing Chenny to hop on the spike. The run through is going to be there, but no time for Chenny to work with. And that's going to be Holly Springs getting on the board. It might be the last round of the half, but they do pick up a second round and put the score line to 10-2.
Grenade!
Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Stay in sight.
Here. Found them. Killed my bot. One down.
Last player standing.
Snuff them out.
Yeah, it's looking tough, right? This is Green Hope, who is the 1 seed coming into this whole bracket. We knew they were going to be a little bit stronger, but this is still the 4 seed of Holly Springs, and honestly, Green Hope is just putting the work in. They're making it happen, and I would not be surprised to see Green Hope here in the grand finals in just a few minutes because they are looking very good. But Green Hope... Oh man, I thought we were going to see a couple kills from Holly Springs for a second, but Green Hope, they're going to run it down. The universe, Mr. Squigglebottom, everybody finding their own fair share of kills to put this to this 12-2 scoreline, to put themselves on the series point on match point here. We do see a pause called from Holly Springs. I'm just worried it's a little bit far too late because now you got to win 10 rounds in a row, and I don't know what one timeout can do to kind of swing you in that right direction. Green Hope's momentum isn't stopping anytime soon. They're very confident right now, and they're firing on all cylinders.
player standing.
It's such a far rotate. It's going to be tough. Yeah, we do see the KJ. He realizes now that nobody's on A. A's going to go pick up one of those guns, like you mentioned, is now going to actually loop through the attacking sided spawn. I really like this play. I think they're not going to anticipate him coming from the attacking side of spawn a little bit as much as they would the defender side of spawn. The only problem is KJ's got to go quick. He might not be able to do this quietly, you know, because time...
Bring them down.
Exactly. And the Prowler going to find him a little bit there. I think now they know he's back towards these dunes, especially with the noise. That is not helping, and that's... They're going to knife him. Oh, no. Wow. Wow. That is not how I thought that was going to end, but Green Hope, they're going to find the knife to cap off the win, and that's a grand final spot secured for Green Hope here now in the cards. They find themselves there in that slot as well. And actually, we do have a winner on the other side of our bracket as well. Green Level did end up winning on our other side of the bracket. So we do got a Green Hope versus Green Level grand final. 13-2 for Green Hope over Holly Springs. 13-0 for Green Level over Panther Creek. Our grand finals going to be Green Hope versus Green Level, the 1 and 3 seed matching up here right now. So actually a bit of an upset. A 3 seed of Green Level. Yeah, 13-0. Yeah, that is... Yeah, 100% agree with you on that one. Now we can talk a little bit about what's coming up here in our next match, and not even just our next match, but kind of the next week as a whole. We do have playoffs for all 3 of these titles coming up this week, this being Valorant today, Smash tomorrow, Rocket League Friday. But all of those 3 leagues are in their playoffs here right now. So Valorant included. We've moved on to grand finals. The winner of these grand finals, or actually both teams that are in grand finals, have already secured themselves a spot at LAN. They are going to LAN next weekend, and the winner of this grand final matchup will get the 1 seed. The loser will get the 2 seed from that region. And the winner of this grand final matchup will also get $300. So a nice little help out for the players there. Get some little cash in their pockets, get some little lunch at the event, do whatever they need to do with that. But that being said, they got the winner of this upcoming game, going to get $300, going to get the 1 seed for LAN. Both these last 2 teams have already qualified for LAN, so a lot on the line coming into these final few matches here. And this whole season so far has been all best of 1s. We're finally going to switch up the format a little bit. We're going to go into grand finals with a best of 3, and we're actually going to be able to see 2 teams compete with different comps on different maps. And that is one thing I'm super excited to see. But with that being said, we are going to send this one over to a really quick break before we come underway with grand finals in just a few minutes. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back after this. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to some more VESL action. My name is Deprive, still joined alongside Kai, but this time it's no quarterfinals, it's no semifinals. We got grand finals on the slate coming our way here for this one. Could not be more excited. We got the battle of the green squads here. We got Green Hope versus Green Level High. Two squads that have proved themselves time and time again throughout the regular season, throughout the playoff bracket, and now coming and meeting in grand finals. 1 seed versus 3 seed. You excited for this one, Kai? Yep. Yep. Yeah, myself included. I really hope we get some closer games here coming through in this grand final. Maybe see a map 3 here if it comes down to it. Like, we are switched over to this best of 3 format now. So I am really stoked to see how this one does come through here right now. It's honestly pretty hard to predict who's going to come through and take this game as well, because we've seen highlights from both teams where they've succeeded, and we've seen both times where, you know, they've had some mistakes. So we'll see what team does succeed coming into this grand finals here right now. We'll see if we have close games. We'll see what maps are on with the agents. I mean, I'm so excited for it all. Just a quick reminder, if you are just tuning in, I've said this a couple times, but that both of these two teams have already qualified for the LAN next weekend. That is the regional tournament. And the winner of this matchup is essentially playing for 1 seed for that tournament, and they are also playing for $300 cash. So we'll see how this one does go. A lot to play for here, and our final match of the day being grand finals. Without further ado, let's head into it here now. Let's jump into game number 1. We'll see what map we're on. We'll see what agents we actually... You know, I don't know who I would say I want to win this this one per se. I think I do have a lot of my stock, I guess you could call it, into Green Hope. I think that Green Hope does have what it takes to come through and win this bracket here this evening. I think that they're very consistent with what they do. The teamwork is very consistent as well. And, you know, it's not really ever one player just completely carrying that whole team like we see on some other squads. So it'll be interesting to see how things do actually pan out. Mr. Swigglebottom moving over the Cypher. The Universe is kind of like Fade, which is so very similar for the Universe to adapt from what we just saw on Lotus to now the KO. I believe the Universe was on Fade, right? Yeah. And then Top is still going to be on the Gecko. Piggy Lover was on the Omen last time too, right? Yeah, and Chenny was 100%. Yeah. Chenny was 100% on the Raze. Top was 100% on the Gecko. And the Universe was 100% on the Fade. And I think that switching out the Fade for a KO on this map would definitely be worth it. And I also think this is my first time casting Sunset in VESL. So I don't think we've really seen many Sunset maps get played. So it might catch a couple of these. Yeah, me too. It might catch a couple of these teams off guard here right now with this different map. And oh my goodness, that Omen blind was crazy. The paint shell followed up. Some shots ring through. Mr. Squigglebottom finds two, making a third. Mr. Squigglebottom coming from that mid flank, picking things up in green.
Last player
5 on 2.
standing.
Make it a 4K. Hunting for the 5th. Bonk is the last player alive that remains. Lurking over towards this A side. Gonna see many fallen bodies of his teammates right in front of him. And now... yeah, they're just fully hunting for it. It's going to go towards the A spike site. That's where the spike is going to be getting planted here right now by Top. But
Spike
Bonk is
planted.
like just trying to see if he can find a couple kills, get some economy. Ultimately going to go for this one here now in the middle. Mr. Squigglebottom for the ace. Round number 1. Green Hope. Mr. Squigglebottom finds the ace. Mr. Squigglebottom didn't frag as much as what I expected in that last game, but I did see Mr. Squigglebottom play Raze on Bind one day and dropped like 35, so we'll see how this one does continue. But Mr. Squigglebottom starting off with a banger, 5 kills with an ace and 3 assists from the get-go as well.
Cover going out.
Satchel out.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot. That goes there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see the same as well here. Now that we're back to a bit of an even slate, and like you said, Green Level will have the investment into this round as well with the rifles, the Vandals, the Phantoms. Bonk will even
Spike
open it
down
up with
A.
the first blood. So Green Level, they're in exactly the position that you want to be in. That spike down as well. I mean, Green Level, you cannot ask for a better start than this. The swings come through, they find another kill. Chenny is there though, and Chenny does have balls.
One enemy remaining.
Chenny going down. The universe finds one. The Boombot
Cage
goes
trigger.
chasing. And some trades all around. Green Hope and a 1v3
I have
all up to
retrieved
the
the
Cypher
spike.
here. Spike has been acquired. Upgrades to a Phantom as well. Bonk is very low HP. This is very winnable for Mr. Squigglebottom, but still a very difficult task. The Omen, the first line of defense here, that's going to be Bonk, just tucked away in this back right corner. Nader and Co are on the other side of the wall. Not going to really watch Mr. Squigglebottom come in through this entry here now.
Cage trigger.
Those big smoke from the Cypher that'll
30
block off
seconds
the
left.
Omen here of Green Level. The swing from Nader. The shots will come through though. Mr. Squigglebottom keeping this one up. Waits the plant. Spawns one. Bonk goes pushing. Bonk goes down. Oh, the swing from the backside though. Oh, shots ring through. This is actually a very even gunfight. Fork is tagged down to about 80 HP. Owen running away, but has to plant the spike.
10 seconds
Has
left.
to plant this one. Taps it. Goes for the swing. And Mr. Squigglebottom picks up the 1v3 4K. And that's going to be Green Hope to carry their lead to 3-0. Mr. Squigglebottom is 10-0 with the ultimate ready on the Cypher. Oh my goodness.
goes here.
Yeah, I
They have
agree with
nowhere
you
to
on
hide.
that one. And I will say, this is not the first time I've seen something like this from Mr. Squigglebottom. So this isn't just like a one-time thing. I've seen something like this from him before. And that's going to be Chenny. Opening pick on a nader. That does not help Green Level's circumstances, considering the factors here, as we do have Green Hope right now still kind of maintaining this 3-0 advantage they have, trying to carry this one forward up to the lead here right now. Sheriff shots holding in. Mr. Squigglebottom finds the kill on a GGO now. And it is going to be Fork, who's just trying to play some around. The Sheriff not going to be able to get enough done, though, as Top finds the kill. And that's the first one 5-on-2 at Green Level. At this point in time, I don't think they're able to really make their way back from this one. A flawless round right after a 1v3 from Mr. Squigglebottom. The momentum from Green Level is probably just at an all-time low, to be completely honest. I mean, they can't really get something going in the frag department. Juju's leading the frags too. The momentum just isn't there. Where you look at Green Hope, the confidence and momentum is in full effect.
Yes, this should do. Oh, this is a nice spot.
Portal closed.
Oh, made a third.
Last player standing.
Yeah, we'll see. Piggy Lover, you got what you got what it takes here to come through and make this one. This is a harder 1v3.
30 seconds
All three
left.
players at full HP. Don't really have as much map control on this one here right now. Just creeping up here right now. With the one-on-one gunfights against Nader, but Nader will take it, and Green Level get on the board here with their first round. Nicely done, and Green Hope gets stopped in their tracks here. A 4-1 lead, still very nice, but a bit of momentum has been gained for Green Level here now. A bit of confidence put back on their feet here, as Stork does pick up that 3K in that round, or at least 2. Very nicely done to help open things up for Green Level. My only thing is here, Kai, is you can't rely on your Rays to get a 2 or 3K for you every round. You know what I mean, right? So they need to find some other winning formula that isn't just Rays go in and frag. So we'll see here what happens. But 5 rounds down, round 6 to go here, and Green Hope looking to bounce back right where they left off with the full buy in this round.
Shadows traveling.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
I'm back.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Anyone need something?
Yeah, it's nice to see them fight back here, give them a bit of pressure back onto the scoreline here now, because Green Hope, they're like, okay, maybe we got to give them some more respect on the playing field, right? And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Green Level. The buy is still good for Green Hope just because they were able to stack up so much economy in the first 4 rounds of this game. But I will say, their money is starting to dwindle, and Green Level is matching their full buy once again, coming into this round number 7 here, and that's going to be Jiju for
Spike
2 opening
down
picks.
mid.
Bonk finds 1
Last
as
player
well. Green
standing.
Level's come out of nowhere. A 4K. Bonk picks up 2. Jiju picks up a couple as well. And now we're in a 5-on-1. Green Hope with just Chenny remaining on Raze. This is a whole different game than what we saw just a few moments ago, as Stork will find the kill on Jenny, and now a 4-3 game. So we've actually got a little bit of an even
You're going to
matchup
scatter
here
from
coming
my
our
stuff.
way right now. This is
Super easy to
exactly
move
what I
off.
came here for.
You are powerless.
My buddy's defusing. The wingman is down.
One enemy
I'm
remaining.
good for 3. Crash is ready.
Yeah, it was very incredible here. Green Hope showing their dominance once again. They dropped a few rounds in a row to Green Level, but bouncing back and finding that round win there. They also have 3 ults in the tank as well to work with coming into round number 9 and just to close out this half in general. So Green Hope, they do have a lot going for them here, and we'll see if they can find their benefit. got gooed up a little bit there. And now here we are, back to this one. Omen has ult for Green Level. That's going to be Jiju for 2 opening picks again for the side of Green Level. And that's been the difference maker. Jiju has consistently done this time and time again. The Universe and top will find a couple back. Sidu will take down the Universe for a bit of a trade. We're left to a 3-on-2 in favor of Green Level. Piggy Lover will even up those numbers very quickly as they're hunting for more. They have a player trapped back here. They know exactly where he is. They know he's back there, right?
One enemy remaining.
Oh, they did. That is bold. Piggy Lover, now knowing the players behind him, he heard the running on the rafters, and that's going to open things up. Green Hope will find the round. Yeah, you kind of wish you had that ult back a little bit, probably. But you do move up to 6-3. You secure the round. That is the big important thing, right? I think it was more of like an insurance policy for them. Was like, hey, we popped this ult. We can 100% secure this round rather than just, you know, it being a little bit more of a toss-up. But that being said, we're back to full buys from both teams once again. We have 2 ults on both teams. Very even round coming our way here right now as well. So I just want to see Green Level use that motivation, that confidence they were able to get from those 3 rounds they won in a row to kind of start to bounce back in this one as well. And honestly, these rounds that Green Hope are winning, these aren't blowout rounds. Green Hope is actually getting contested quite like evenly by Green Level, and it just comes down to the wire. But time and time again, the rounds will end up in they're a lot more clutch.
Spike down B.
That being said, Stork and Chenny go for some trades here. We're left to a 4-on-4 early on. Nader finds Piggy Lover. It's one of the stronger players here from Green Hope. Gonna put them side of Green Level into a player advantage here right now. Chenny, though, looking to lock things down, shoots the flashbacks and turns away, finds the kill. That was clean. Bonk is pushing up now. Bonk will go down. Chenny is on a heater, finds a couple of kills, and now Green Level from a 4-on-3 player advantage now to a 2-on-3 player disadvantage there. Swinging, the Gecko U kill is good, but Chenny makes himself away, and Chenny swings for the kill. That's a 4K looking for the ace. The Universe will go down. Chenny needs one more. Nader will invest the Cypher ult as we do near the end of this half. Mr. Squigglebottom and Chenny, both their positions have been revealed, both behind the pillar. Nader knows exactly what needs to get done. Going for a wide swing here, but the bomb is going to put some pressure on them. And that's going to be Chenny for an ace, our second ace of the game.
This is a nice spot. Okay, let's get set up. Yes, this should do.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Spike planted.
Fire in the hole!
Oh, it misses.
One enemy remaining.
Flashbang.
One enemy remaining.
Ready. Go back to fighting boss.
Last round before the switch.
The universe called Nader's buff there on that play, and it was basically like, you are not sticking that spike right now. I'm just gonna hold this angle and hope that you come around and swing me, and that's exactly what happened there. Very nicely done from Green Hope once again. I will want to say something. I do want to say something. Green Level, in the beginning and mid-round stages, they're playing great. They're playing perfectly. They're getting these picks. They're putting themselves in a player advantage. They're putting themselves in winnable positions. The problem is Green Hope is just too goddamn clutch. Like, they are gonna come in, and they might have a 2-player disadvantage. It might be a 1v3, it might be a 2v4. Whatever it is, they come through and they find these needed kills and they pick them up. Nader finds the 2 kills in the opening match for Green Level. Watch, Green Level is still somehow gonna win this round. As we do see the spikes start to come through. Kenny will get Jiju. Top will find Stork. Stork will get the universe, but they can easily res him. Top will clean up the kill. And that is going to now be a 3v2 all up onto the Omen and Gecko of Green Level. They started off the
Spike
2-player
planted.
advantage once again in this round. It's just the clutch factor from Green Hope is there. A 2v2. Bomb comes from behind looking for more. Kenny is going to be playing this one from on the
enemy
point.
remaining.
That is Ghosty Sidu for a big pick, but the universe, here's the clutch factors and not able to do it this time around. Green Level will pick up a 4th round and push the score line to 8-4 at the halftime mark here.
Beep,
As we
beep,
do
beep.
switch
Enough
sides,
of that.
Green Level going
This
on
is
to the
up top.
attack and Green Hope going on to the defense.
Switching sides.
Good, good.
Sorry. Inside joke.
That goes there.
Grenade!
Tripwire destroyed.
Anyone else?
One enemy remaining.
3 out of 5.
Wingman's gonna plant spike. Spike's ticking.
explosions.
Yeah, if you're green level, you really wish you had that round back because the pistol round included a lot of importance with it. If green level was able to win that round, that would have brought it to an 8-5 scoreline, and they would have had a massive economy advantage coming into this round. So they could have brought it all the way to like 8-6, 8-7, and, you know, start to really bring this game back within striking distance, despite going down 8-3 in the early stages. But I will say one thing. We're looking at things now. It's going to be Green Hope who has the upper hand when it comes to this buy in the second round of the half. And if you look at green level, all they're really investing is a sheriff and a light armor on one player. So it's going to be very difficult to come through and win this round on the save. We'll see if they can do it, but Green Hope will start us off to bang. Chenny finding Bonk here with the ghost. The goo has been thrown out, but the paint shells will quickly follow. That's going to force these players into an awkward position. Those paint shells were beautiful, but they will not get a kill. Ghosty Sidu finds one on Chenny. Top good for a trade on a nader. Gecko is absolutely one shot from green level right now, however. And the
Last
universe will pick
player
up one.
standing.
Ghosty Sidu finds one back. Mr.
Spike
Squirtle
down
good
mid.
for a trade. And now we're to a 1v3. All onto the Yoru here. Jiju from green level matches up against Green Hope here. The door has been closed, and Jiju forced to rotate back through spawn. Spike is down in the middle of the map. This is a disaster for green level, and more importantly, a disaster for Jiju to try to clean up in this round. Those were close.
Weapon here. Oh, this is a nice spot. This goes here. That goes there.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Last player standing.
Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
Oh! I also want to point out something. The Ray's ult is 8 orbs to get, and he used it in round 3, which is absolutely crazy, meaning that Chenny has put in quite some work here on this half already, with a few kills and a few assists.
this
But
is a
not
nice
only
place.
that, Chenny also picking up the ult orbs around the map to secure that final kill. That Ray's
goes
rocket
here.
gonna do wonders, and now 11-4 here right now as Green Hope is gonna be going up against a green level full buy. I will say one thing for certain, though. If Green Hope wins this round against Green Level, Green Level is in a very tough spot. I just don't see them digging themselves out of. Because Green Hope, if they move up 12-4 and Green Level has next to no economy to work with for that last round, that last opportunity, this could very well just turn out to be a 13-4 game in favor of Green Hope. But that being said, we'll see what happens here now as Green Level does look to make their way towards this
Cover going out.
A spike site, rather, and we do have one player here. That's going to be Piggy Lover looking to play this lockdown defense in the hallway. 5-on-4 in favor of Green Level, but now a 4-on-4. The numbers have been evened up. Top and Piggy Lover are your main two lines of defense here. Over towards the site. Nice little buddy will come through and make something happen. Jenny will find Nader. 4-on-3. Advantage now been gained for Green Hope, despite Green Level finding the opening pick in the round.
One
It's going to be a
enemy
swing
remaining.
from Bonk. Not going to be able to find the value they were hoping for. Ghosty Sidu will find one, but left into a 1v3. Going to be very difficult. The Omen Blind out of nowhere just completely lands. And that is going to be now on the Cypher and mid-killed, but it's going to be Sidu who will pick up the kill and looking for more. The Gecko tags Ghosty down to 29 HP.
Wingman's planting.
Gecko v Gecko.
30 seconds left.
And that is going to be the little bro to go plant the spike. At least help their economy situation. Even if they lose this round, having that spike planted will
Spike's ticking. Thanks,
greatly
little
benefit
man.
their economy. So well done there from Sidu. But a 1v2 at 29 HP. Not an easy task. You do have that spike down, but still, just these members of Green Hope are just going to completely lock this one down. That is going to be the defuse looking to get initiated here now. The Gecko, little buddy, trying to start things off. Top is going to go into it here now. He's forced to hop off the bomb here. Half right now. Piggy Lover holding down the angle. Piggy Lover finding the kill. A 3K for the Omen in that round. And Green Hope up to 12-4. And like I said, Green Level, due to not winning that round, it's really going to hurt them when it comes to economy. If you look at their buys in this round, it's not looking too great. We see a timeout get called as well, just to try to figure out what they're going to do on this attacking side for this round. You essentially have to win 8 rounds in a row if you want to force it to overtime. And like I mentioned, with that economy not being great, it's not going to be easy. At least they did get Ghosty Sea-Doo to plant that spike, though. If they did not get that spike plant, their economy would be far worse.
Here.
Yeah, I think one thing that makes Green Hope a little tough to take down for Green Level as well is that it's not just one player who's coming in and making the difference. It is a consistent effort between the 5 players. We've seen highlight plays from every single one of the players from Green Hope in different rounds. So really, there's always a threat on the field for Green Level, and that is the big thing as well, is that, you know, it doesn't matter who they're going to swing against. That person they're swinging against probably has a pretty decent shot, but Stork will find... Yeah, and on the top frag of Green Hope as well. That is Mr. Squigglebottom out of the round. The top frag right now for Green Hope, as we are left to this 4 versus 5 here now. It does look like Green Level wants to translate this one over to a bit of a B-sided push, and I don't blame them. It is a wide open site here right now. Gecko from Green Hope is going to be rotating over, but that is the lone defender as of now. The Thrash Time are going to come through. It's going to come searching for a player. Nothing to be found from it yet, so they definitely think they have the whole site. Stork will find top, but Chenny good for a trade. Now into a 3v4 in favor of Green Level as the Universe looks to go for a swing. And this is one thing I like about Green Hope as well. They're not scared for the retakes. They're just going to come through and really swing things and hope that they can beat you in the gunfight there. So a good amount of site control has been gained early on. Ghosty Sea-Doo will find Chenny, though, at 4-on-2 for Green Level. This looks very good for them. However, Piggy Lover lines up 2, and the Universe finds 2 at the same time. From looking so good, a 4v2, massive health advantages to crumbling up the Green Hope will lock in defenders up, and they'll take game number 1 of this best of 3, 13-4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one, right? It was getting handed to them on a silver platter sometimes, so it was pretty tough. But that being said, I will say one thing for certain. I think coming into this game number 2, we are going to see a lot closer of a scoreline because, like you mentioned, there was a lot of opportunities for Green Level where they were in the advantage, where they had an opportunity to close it around. It just wasn't enough to get the job done. And I think that we're going to see that change a little bit coming into map 2. I think that we're going to see Green Level be a little bit more consistent in closing out these rounds. And I think Green Hope will be having a little bit of a tougher time going for these clutches. At least I hope so. Maybe it was just the map. Yeah, maybe it was just the map for Green Level. I don't know 100% what it was. Maybe it was their comp pool. But I think with a few changes and a clean slate, Green Level will be a new team coming into map number 2, and we can have a whole different scoreline as well. No. Alrighty, high school esports fans, welcome back as we got another map of Valorant on the day here, and potentially our last. If we do see Green Hope win this map, it will be a 2-0 for them, and they will be going into the LAN as the 1 seed. However, Enloe High, they got a lot to work towards here now. They have to reverse sweep the series in order to secure that 1 seed in the $300 going into that regional LAN next weekend. But a banger of a first game, a lot of very close rounds, Kai. I could not be more excited to jump into map 2. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm looking forward to see as well. A change of scenery with the map is also going to be nice to see. Sunset, not really a new map in the pool anymore, but it is still one of those maps that I would say teams are significantly less practiced on still. So we will see going forwards as we do head over to, I believe, a little bit more one of the more OG maps. With that being said, let's jump into game number 2. Let's see what map we got on the slate, and let's see what agent comps we got coming our way. An off pick. If you are watching Pro League, you're not going to really see Chamber get picked all too much here, especially on Lotus. But yeah, that being said, it is going to be nearly identical comps when it does come down to the Gecko Omen Rays. The Gecko Omen Rays will stay the same on both teams there. So majority of the comps are going to be pretty identical, but you are going to trade a fade for a KJ on the, a fade for the Sky, and you're going to trade a Chamber for the KJ. So that'll be interesting. Green Hope's defensive-sided comp is a little bit... Sorry, they have a more defensive-sided comp, which is I like. You have the Fade util, you have the Gecko util for your... you have the Omen Smokes, you got the KJ Lockdown. The Raze, of course, is not going to be as great on the defense side, but when you go to the attacking side, the Raze is going to do a lot of work for you. But that being said, looking at the side of Green Level on their attack, the Raze is going to be good for the entries. The Gecko and the Sky are going to be good for flashes and util, as well as getting that spike planted. And the Chamber is just going to be good for fragging, like just going around trying to find these kills. But that being said, we're going to open things up on the C Spike site. It's going to be Green Level looking to storm their way in through here. And it's going to be Green Hope here who are going to be forced onto a bit of a retake now as we do see Green Level with full site control. They're not going to peek behind them though. And that's going to be Nader finding the kill onto Mr. Squigglebottom. They actually do turn around as Mr. Squigglebottom was blinded by the Gecko. Piggy Lover and Chenny will find a couple kills back to make this now into a 4-on-3 for Green Hope. They cap the spike as well, forcing the peek on the defuse now. Chenny gets aggressive. The Universe will find the kill. Chamber, last player alive, trying to fire through the smoke and find the diffuser, but not able to. Green Hope finds the round. Wait, actually, I think we did. Yeah, that's crazy. Chamber. Yep.
Grenade!
Yeah.
Our carrier is dead.
Spike down A.
Oh,
One enemy remaining.
wow. Oh!
Grenade!
Gun here.
Yeah, did their job there. Turned the economy down from Green Hope a little bit, especially coming into this bonus round. Is a very nice job if you are from the
Placing
side of
sentry.
GoCCDU to, or not GoCCDU, GG rather, to find those couple picks to really start to hurt this economy. Now you look at this upcoming round, it's going to be a Ghost, a couple Sheriffs, a Spectre, a Bulldog. They have extra money to work with, but they're saving it for their next round when it's not their bonus. So that being said, nicely done from Green Level to limit that economy of Green Hope, but still a 2-0 scoreline. Now they're going to try to work towards the C side once again, like we saw in the previous rounds. The Gecko will come through here. Little bro gonna go plant that spike. Mr. Squiggle Bottom swings the stinger, not able to find GoCCDU. And that's the thing that we were talking about a little bit more. The advantage of the rifles that, oh my goodness, Jenny picks up 2 for Green Hope though. And Nader finds, yeah, he got it already. Round 3 again. We saw this in the last game as well. First to find Mr. Trade from GoCCDU. Top of one back. We're actually in a 2v1 in favor of Green Hope now. This is a round that Green Level should really have not struggled so hard in, but it's still very winnable. Nader spotting both these last 2 players out, but Piggy Lover will clean it up, and that's a 3-0 lead. Green Hope will win their bonus, and now coming into round number 4, Green Level economy not going to look so great. Where you look at the side of Green Hope, their economy is going to be beautiful. And I will actually say one thing, Kai. You've said a word on the cast tonight that I've never ever heard another caster say besides me, and that word is astronomical. I've never ever heard another caster use the word astronomical on a cast except for myself, and you know, it was nice to hear. Yeah, you said it and my ears like springed up a little bit. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. But that being said, Green Level, their economy going to be really tough to come through in this round, and honestly, Green Hope, they very likely to turn this to a 4-0 game unless Green Level can take them by surprise.
I got the spike.
8.
Right there.
Bring them down. We'll catch them. I'll find you.
Dizzy's up. Somebody's there.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, now it is going to be a timeout getting called here from Nader. That's going to be Green Level. I do appreciate this timeout call. The game is not out of your grasp, but yet whatsoever. Yeah, you're down 1-0 in the series. You're down 4-0 in game 2. But the thing is, this is where you really got to try to turn the tides. If you let Green Hope continue to do this, if you let their confidence continue to shine, it's going to result very similar to what we saw in game number 1 of this series. So Green Level, they're going to pause it, take their time, figure out what they can do on their offense. Stork on the chamber pick, I was really excited to see it, but an 0-4 start is really not what I was expecting to see. And you really want to see if you can get that chamber and the Omen a little bit more involved on these plays moving forwards as well. But I don't know, man. This is This is a very tough position to be in for Green Level. This is attacking sided Lotus as well, and this is an attacking sided map, right? I mean, and that is the tough part about things at the end of the day as well, is with this being that attacking sided map. So.
Satchel out. Grenade!
Yeah, no problems at all. We are going to have Green Hope here right now. Still playing this one a little bit more passively on their defensive side, but it is going to be Green Level who completely come to look to swoop in over towards this C spike site here right now. All 5 players currently piling up on sand dunes right now. Smoked off by the Omen of Green Hope right now. Just waiting for this one to fade, and they're going to be able to sneak their way into the site here now, as it is going to be KJ and the Gecko on the back line here for Green Hope, just holding things down. 5 players look to make their entry, and here it is. The Gecko util comes through. That's going to be 2 pieces of goo actually shot both of those players, and that should be a pretty big opening. The Omen is going to make their way onto backside C already, and honestly, Green Hope, they play this one pretty smart. They're going to give up the whole site. They're like, okay, we're not going to be able to contest this that crazily. We're flashed off, we're smoked off. We're going to play this one slow, play for some retakes. And now that we're all 5 here, send our utility in and try to retake this site as a cohesive unit. Love to see it. They're all going to be playing this one from sand dunes inside of Green Level. A lot more utility just continuously getting thrown out here from both of these 2 teams. Gecko util going down here now. Sky Flash coming in. And it's just going to be so hard. You try to tap the spike, but then you just get completely blown up here by the sand dune players. It is a very difficult one to take.
Oh my, just spams left and right. Top is actually sticking the defuse, and he gets it through. Oh my gosh, that is not how you want to lose the 5th round. And oh no, it goes down either way. Actually, sorry. No, Nader actually kept going, stayed up. But that is just, that's a tough way to lose a round, especially going down 5-0 by a ninja defuse. I don't necessarily agree with the everyone fall off site and play the spams, play this. And ultimately, it never really works out very well in favor of the attacking side. And you see it firsthand here with Green Hope taking advantage of it and just hopping on top of each other. And you get spam kills, but did you kill the bomb diffuser or did you not? It's just a level of uncertainty that you have going there. But once again, we have a little bit of a default, more of a C push here coming from Green Level with a B lurk from the Omen. Seems that they could take the site pretty easily here, but not so easily. Green Hope is actually opting to defend this, but maybe shouldn't have, because Piggy Lovers gets taken down by Sea-Doo.
You did good.
Now they have full control of the site, reclaiming Dizzy. Now Nader pushing through Waterfall, trying to get control, and does so. Takes down top, the opposing Gecko. Stork takes down Swiggle Bottom, and now a 4v2 situation. Chenny is able to go for a right. Looking bad for Green Hope. What can they do? They do have the Fade ult to use if they opt to invest it. I'm not sure if they will, but full site control, spike down. They have to make something happen now. Getting the first swing. First swinging on top. Chenny takes down Stork. Now a 3v2. Sea-Doo extremely low. Do they opt to invest in the Fade ult? Yeah, they do. Okay, I like to see this. Maybe they can find some exits. Nader takes down Chenny takes down Sea-Doo and Nader. So ultimately, a really good save from the side of Green Hope. Walking away 1-for-1, and Green Level finally able to get on the board and get their first round of the game.
Yeah, Green Level is going to bring this one back a little bit here now, but Green Hope will still find a few kills to end things off, just to capitalize on that and benefit their eco. You look at Chenny, 14-2, 7.0 KD right here, right now, and a 7.5 KDA. Very nice coming through here from Chenny. That being said, it's going to be Green Hope. They did drop their first round. And honestly, like you said, I think a little bit, I mean, they chose to defend that one a little bit more there and rather than just play retakes. And I think that was their mistake at the end of the day for Green Hope. If you just play retakes off that one, you're a lot more beneficial. And Chenny, okay, takes down Jiju. Raze v Raze early on. Bonk will find one back on a Piggy Lover, though. Keeps us into this 4-on-4 style of play. And it's going to be completely giving up this A site almost here, actually, except for the Raze. It's looks to rotate here from the side of Green Hope. I mean, this is going to be an interesting, a little bit of a slower push from Green Level, but they're focusing this B and A site. Gecko Util sent through, forces these players away. Nader finds Chenny, and that's going to make things tough here now. Chenny going down over towards this outside A main site. Pop for some good utility, though. Not going to catch them, or he does. He does, but he only gets one. He only gets one. Stork is able to swing back and find two, and now Green Hope 1v3. Green Level, they're starting to bounce back.
Yeah, Stork finding his groove here, and I think that ultimately what happened, but okay, shut me up, Stork. We talked about how you were 0-4 at the beginning, and you have absolutely shut us up since then with a 3K of your own right there, ending your scoreline at 4-6. Way to bounce back there, Stork. But ultimately, I think what decided that round, they did that 1-for-1 trade, the Raze v Raze and the Omen v Omen. But ultimately, if I were to choose between one or the other, I would rather lose the Raze than the Omen. That's your only smokes, it's your only controller on your team, and you're just gonna have no map control, no map presence, losing your controller to a first blood going into a 4v4, and that's why it was so one-sided towards Green Level. But all power to them. Now it is 2-5. The lead is dwindling. It is getting closer and closer. And if they lose this round, it's fair game. It's anybody's game. But with that being said, we have Green Level moving towards the C site. They do prefer the C site over A site, which is a little weird because usually A is the priority site on this map here at Lotus. But Util going down, let's see if they actually converge on this site, and if Green Hope ups like they did in the past to try to defend it at face value. But the pace of play slowing down drastically here while Cedu is trying to look for a cheeky little angle, try to find someone's head sticking out where it shouldn't. And it looks like Squishy Bottoms is gonna fire some shots at the team of Green Level. Squishy Bottoms able to take down Gigi, the Gecko all being invested. Looks like they are going to try to converge on the site. Squishy Bottoms is trying to get another before he inevitably leaves, and now the man advantage. But actually, as I'm saying that, Stork on a B lurk, able to take down the controller once again. So once again, no controller. Goes to Cedu, able to take down top. Chenny finds one, but gets traded out. Squishy Bottoms takes down Cedu on the retake, and now a 2v2 situation heavily in favor of Green Hope and HP advantage.
Or, oh, never mind, there is time. They're just going to pop the KJ ult. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, there's no time? Why are they running away? And then I was like, okay, they're going to KJ ult here. Bonk does have the Omen ult, though, which he will use. So Bonk TP's away. I don't know.
I thought he was going to come back, but he didn't. But there is a line of sight. The Omen blind coming through. He has to stick the bomb. He has no choice.
Bonk got him.
Just an inch off. It is half. But
oh, so close. Stork will get into the gunfight from Sand Dune and try to shoot that diffuser. Very close gunfights coming away, and it's nice to see Green Level win one of these closer rounds, because last game, we see that round, that's going Green Hope 9 times out of 10, right? And that's the difference maker. Green Level coming into this one, their C site play from Green Level looks very organized. My only concern is that, like, C site is their only site that they're really, like, a lot stronger on here. We'll see if they're as well organized over towards A or B site, but I believe all 3 of these Green Level round wins have been towards C. I'm not. At least 2 of them. At least 2 of them.
Yeah, at least 2. I know that for sure. But we did see Green Level go towards A once, and it was stopped heavily in its tracks. Green Hope defends that site very well. Okay, excuse me, I forgot who the Fade is. The Fade defends that.
Yeah, the Universe.
The Universe, that's right. The Universe. The A site is his Universe, that's for sure. And now we're seeing a B take, which I was actually just thinking to myself, I'm hoping that they take it. Yeah, I want to see them on B, and they take it easily, while taking down once again the controller on the side of Green Hope. And you have to ask, is this playing a heavy factor in the Green Level success? While Jiju takes down Chenny and Bonk takes down the Universe top, good for a trade on Bonk. Now even playing field, but top takes down Jiju as well in a 2v2 situation. 5 HP on top. He's going to try to opt for this 1v1, but can't quite get it. Now he's in a 1v2 with 5 HP, and it's looking bleak. Has to tap the bomb. Knows where Stork is. Knows where Gecko is. Yes, it's some really crisp shots here, but gets horrible timing on Nader. Nader playing that crossfire, able to take down top and cement the 4th round in a row for Green Level. Green Level finding their stride, getting that momentum, building up that confidence, able to take these rounds. And like I said before, is it because they keep getting their Omen first blooded? I think that's a heavy part of why Green Level are making this comeback.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you on that one there. I mean, Green Level, they're able to come back here and make these clutch rounds. Chenny, the only player really fragging this game from Green Hope. I mean, yeah, we see 6-5 kills in the other few, which is not bad, but you look at Chenny with 16, and that's been one of the difference makers here throughout this one. This was a 5-0 start or something like that as well.
Yep,
so
5-0.
Green Level, they found 4 in a row, answering right back. Very swingy, momentum-based game rounds coming through here. Jiju ulted that as well, and Piggy Lover shut them down with the Sheriff headshot. Mr. Squigglebottom, 2 with the Sheriff headshots, and now goes to Zenu coming and swinging. Will find 1 on Piggy Lover, will find 2, but Chenny, good for the trade, and that is going to be now all up to Stork here on the chamber. Does have a Vandal to work with, but the few members of Green Hope, they have retrieved guns now, and it's going to make things a little bit more difficult on Stork as he does approach this one from Waterfall. Not spotting anything early on, but will take down the Universe. Nice little flick early on, 1v2, and a very even gunfights coming our way. The Chamber going to slow things down here a little bit. Maybe looks to wrap through this defender-sided spawn, but ultimately just looks to loop back into Waterfall. Mr. Squigglebottom not really peeking anything yet, just holding this this ramp side. Stork looks to make progression, tries to pick up this spike here. Spike will be retrieved, but Chenny on the other side of it, ready to fire away. And Stork will go down. A thrifty round for Green Hope as well, as it was mainly just Sheriffs invested into that, but they found the 3 opening picks, all of which with those Sheriff headshots. Gonna bring us now to a 6-4 game. Green Hope will retake that 2-round advantage they had just moments ago.
Now, if I'm Green Level, I'm not too upset about that last round. You know, it's never fun getting thriftied, but ultimately, it's out of their control. Green Hope just, I mean, some exquisite shots from Piggy Lover and Squigglebottom with the Sheriff. Just Deagle Demons. Ultimately, control what you can control. Don't get too upset about the fact that they just made a really good play. When it comes to raw aim, if someone's just feeling it, they're feeling it, you can't really do much about it. But I'd like to see them answer back swiftly while Chenny actually first blood in there. A lot of pre-round or early round aggression. Jiju is able to take down top. Bonk gets taken down as well, and Universe takes down Nader. Chenny and Nader, once again, the 2 focal points of this Green Hope roster, just running it down at the Green Level roster. Now it's all up to Jiju and Stork. In a 2v4, Jiju's a little tagged up, sitting around 72 HP, able to avoid that boom bot. Just trying to see if... Keep Green Hope honest, make sure they're not over-aggressing, as he's peeking right into Fate, tries to land 2, he's so close to landing those shots, but gives up 50 HP in the meantime. He is now 1 shot, and now a bad situation just turned to a worse situation, as they try to rotate towards this B site. A site is definitely held by 2 people. They know this to be a fact. They know that B and C will be the weaker sites on the side of Green Hope. B site with the rotation from Omen is actually free for them, so they will take this quickly and calmly. Will find that KJ. Stork with a great pick on Squigglebottoms. Is there time? Is there hope? We're moving over to the C side, which I love this play from them. And now getting the bomb down, 2v3, it's looking bleak. Oh, Lang's coming through. Is it gonna happen? No, he's able to get the bomb down, and now it's up to Green Hope to take this site back. Find Stork, and Jiju is swiftly taken down as well with that 20 HP. It was just too much to ask of him. But once again, it's just the moral of the story with Green Level. It's not the best, but there's so much good in what they're doing. The decisions they're making, the rotation to B site, and then getting the pick, and then immediately rotating through Waterfall to get the bomb down easily on C site. There's so much good. If they could just bring it together just that tiniest bit more, Green Level have such a good shot at winning this championship.
Everything.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one there. Green Level, they're so close, right? Like, I feel like they can feel it on their fingertips here right now coming into this game. We do see buys coming through for both teams, as it is the last round of the half. And this last round of the half, I'm not going to lie, has got a quite a bit of importance to it, because there's a heck of a difference between an 8-4 half and a 7-5 half. It is actually a crazy difference between the two. So we'll see if Green Level can win this last round of the half. It's a very important one to close out on their side of things. They do have that chamber ult initiated right away, and it will not find the pick. Chenny will be like, all right, you want to pick chamber? I can opt to. And that's going to be a 5-on-4 player advantage picked up early on for Green Hope, as we do see the remainder of Green Level work their way over towards this B spike site. The Gecko Util is sent in. Jiju fully cleared onto site. Top will go down. Chenny finds one with the ult here on the raise. Piggy Lover picks up Jiju, and now a 4-on-2 is going to make things a heck of a lot harder on Green Level. The Util coming in as well. Chenny picks up a 3K. Chenny, 4 of 4.
You can't stop this man.
You cannot. It's going to be 8-4 here now. Green Hope will take the half, up 4 rounds, heading into the second half of things. This is honestly a must-win pistol round for Green Level, or else this game can get out of hand and Green Hope can take it up to like 10-4, or maybe even further.
Jackson.
What's up?
Chenny's 24-5.
It's crazy, man, because if you look at things too, like, let's say this. Let me do some quick math here real quick. There's 28 total kills on the side. I believe it is 28 or 28. No, 35. 35 total kills on the side of all of Green Level. And Chenny's like, I have like 2/3 of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like
a measly 2/3 of your total team's kills.
Yeah.
Chenny's just, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say he's carrying, because everyone on the side of Green Hope is doing their job. They're doing it really well. They're getting their frags when they need to get their frags. They're coming up clutch when they need to come up clutch. But Chenny is just leading the charge. He is at the forefront of this charge. While Green Hope is doing a very, very aggressive take on B, they opt to give it up the raise. They get some damage down on the sky. Not able to heal herself, and Universe actually spams the smoke to get a 1-tap on Nader, which is not where you want to be if you're Green Level. Like you said, this is a must-win round for them. 8-5 is so much different than a flawless. No, Green Level, where did it go wrong?
Yeah, and that's going to be really tough, because it wasn't like they were on offense either. They couldn't get a spike planted or do anything to get extra economy. It was straight up the only chance to get economy in that round was to get kills, or, you know, to defuse the spike or whatever it may be. And that being said, they were not able to pick up those. That's flawless for Green Hope. And now coming into the second round, it's going to be a force buy for Green Level, which we haven't really seen yet today. Yeah, I agree. You have to do it. You're down 9-4. You have to force buy, or else this game's going 10-4, and it's very quickly winnable from Green Hope. So the force buy does come through for Green Level. The only concern is if Green Hope wins this round 10-4, then Green Level's stuck on another situation where they're like, okay, we're completely broke again. So they're pretty much gambling on themselves here in this round. I love to see it. Green Level looking to see if they can do over towards the C site. Nobody here from Green Hope. Green Hope going to be playing complete. Oh, sorry, Green Level. I decided threw me off. Green Level going to be playing retakes as Green Hope takes the full site. Jiju finds Piggy Lover. Chenny finds one back. We're in a 4-on-4 over near the sand dunes.
Yeah, and I actually don't like the play from Green Level. Or no. Yeah, Green Level giving up C site entirely. It's one of the most close range sites on the map. B site, obviously, no argument, but it's just. Oh, Stork takes down top and is able to get away with just 2 HP. But giving up that like close range site is just not in your favor here. As Universe takes down C2 and Squiggle Bottoms, takes down Stork and Jiju. Honestly, if you're gonna give up any site, I think giving up A site, especially on a force, you're kind of, you know, you're hoping for a miracle. A site is not in a favorable site to hold with your stingers. I think C site and B site are definitely in your favor, and I just don't think that was the right play, especially with a stinger force. I know that they have to force. They have to make something happen. They can't give them momentum, but it's just the way they were set up is just they're not setting themselves up for success. And you see it right there. They're able to get a few kills on the way out, but ultimately they lose the round, which is the most important factor. But as you say, Nader walking up. Is he going to get seen by Squiggle Bottoms? He has his knife out, and he pulls his gun out, and he actually wins it. He has the judge. Oh, I love that. I thought for sure Nader was dead to rights, but able to pull out his judge fast enough and get that first blood. But he is at 5 HP. They do have a Sky Smoke to look up to get him to heal. But as it goes down, as the spike goes down, 5v4 in favor of Green Level. The Molotov will go down and drop. Jiju is stuck in there. Is he able to? Oh, he doesn't quite die to it. But ultimately, Piggy Lover takes it down in a 4v4 situation. Top taking out Stork. Nader getting a trade on Universe 3v3. It's just the numbers are dwindling. The trades are coming out like they always do with these
One
two
enemy
teams.
remaining.
Piggy Lover takes the smoke, and
Enemy
Bonk gets a
remaining.
nice shot. Bonk gets another shot, and he gets a knife. Is he gonna get the knife? No, but Bonk gets the third. Bonk is good for 3 to secure what is the must-win round of game 2 for Green Level in
Forget
exquisite
your
fashion.
place.
Yeah, exquisite fashion.
Fashion. Excuse me.
Indeed, here picked up from Bonk. And honestly, I don't mean to be like a hater by any means necessary, but way to go, Bonk. Like honestly, like he was having a tough game going through in this one, and Bonk is able to come through and says, "Hey guys, I might have been having a tough game, but I can be clutch when I need to be." And that's what just happened there. Green Level, they keep themselves in this game, keep this score line a little bit closer. Now it's just a 10-5 differential here. 5 rounds separate these two teams. Still obviously heavily in favor of Green Hope. But Green Level, they're taking this one round by round, and that's all they can do here at this point in time as Nader finds another opener with the judge. This guy's looking like me in my silver rank games. As now
There.
we got a 5-on-4. Green Hope in the back against the wall here right now. All 4 players from Green Hope mainly stacked towards this A site, besides the Omen who's lurking over towards middle B. Jiju ready to play this swing. Jiju finding some damage on Kenny, but won't pick up the kills here quite yet. The goo from the little bro gonna come through. Top will find Bonk, but Gosi
down
is
A.
quick for a trade to put us to a 4-on-2. Make it a 3-on-2 rather, as Green Level does lose Jiju from the Universe. Piggy Lover finds one more. We're actually in a 2-on-2 from a 4-on-2 just moments ago. The Universe fighting for this one on site. Piggy Lover coming in, showing the reinforcements are here. The Universe close range. I don't think
Last
we'll
player
really.
standing.
Oh, the Universe wins it. I didn't realize that he was gonna picture Gosi being there, but Stork now
Spike
drops
planted.
down. Well, Outlaw, he's gonna get tagged down to 15 HP. The Fade Decay is onto him, down to 1 HP. Utility looking to come through, and the Piggy Lover will find it. That's gonna be Stork going down. Green Hope move the fences now. 11-5 is the score line. As Green Hope also has 2 ults in their back pocket. Actually, both teams have the exact same 2 ults right now. So we'll see how those go. Kenny is 1 orb away from the second raise rocket of this half. So there's that as well, which is absolutely crazy.
Chenny needs to be shut down. Chenny's just he's got too much confidence. He's feeling it a little too much for Green Level's liking. But that last round, man, it's left a sour taste in my mouth. Like you said, a 4-on-2. It's a very common situation here. A little jump spot from Nader to get the info. He spots 3. The rotation comes out. Omen, I'd like to see you stay disciplined and not over-rotate because the KJ's on a lurk, which KJ will walk all the way up to A site, it seems. But nothing coming out quite yet. Stork with the Spectre, just holding down the first contact. But Bonk on the other side of the map, able to take down Chenny, which is the person you need to take down. But Squiggle is good for a trade on Bonk, losing their controller. Jiju takes down Squiggle Bottoms, but 4v3 situation, and you've seen it time and time again. Green Level having man advantage, just not able to win these rounds. Do they know there's a player backside? They do not. Nader with the judge takes down
Again!
Top with the judge. Universe able to take down Stork.
Last
They
player
take 1, they take
standing.
another. Jiju
One
takes down
enemy
Piggy.
remaining.
Universe takes down Juju and
I got
Nader
the
and
fight.
still left with a fair amount of HP. 1v1. Now, if you're Sidu, this is a very, very nerve-wracking situation. This is a must-win round. If you
30
lose this
seconds
round,
left.
it goes to match point, championship round point in Green Hope's favor.
Spike
How will
planted.
Universe play this? Spiky block walks off. But ultimately, while I'm getting messed up with my words, Sidu is able to win the 1v1, and God, that must feel good for that man. Or woman,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, no,
Man
that's
or
definitely,
woman.
that's got to feel really good for Ghost CCU here right now, because that is a stellar performance coming through, and a must-win 1v1, right? You lose that 1v1, Green Hope's on to their 12th round with 4 ultimates on the attacking side, with Chenny with the blast packs and the ultimate there, the Universe, the Fade ult. I mean, KJ, once Mr. Squigglebottom gets KJ ult, I feel like you're smelling a big problem for Green Level, because using KJ ult, I won't want to say it's a guaranteed round, but it's close to it. If you combine it with a couple other ults and,
Guaranteed
just,
sight, for sure.
it's actually guaranteed sight, right? So it's a big problem for Green Level, because giving Green Hope a guaranteed sight and that kind of advantage here is not something you can really do, or else they'll run away with it. So We'll see what happens. It's going to be attacking side over towards C, and a big stun. Stork is going to go down from that stun right there. Chenny will pick up the kill. Stork falls 5-on-4. Player advantage has been gained, and a full site control has been gained as well without having to use that KJ
Spike
ult,
planted.
which is another thing. Or they don't have it yet, but...
I thought they were going to get it from the Ultor, but they didn't. But the Gecko ult does essentially the same thing. It's a free pick.
Oh, Jiju! Two with the Raze ult, and that's gonna be Chenny for a trade on a Jiju, but Nader
Oh
and
my
Cedo,
God!
they just find all of the kills, and Green Level came out of nowhere for a retake, find a 7th round, put it on the board, and now we actually got a bit more of a game on our hands here, guy.
Absolutely. Honestly, Jiju with a Raze ult for the ages. Honestly, if I'm Green Level, I'm giving up first blood every game, every round.
Gun here.
They give up first blood that round, and then they win it with 3-man standing. Like, it doesn't make sense. But, you know, whatever works, whatever works. Now, going into the 19th round of the game, we have an actual game on our hands. 4 ults on the side of Green Hope. The only one not having is the Gecko ult. The same goes for Green Level, but the only one they don't have is the Raze ult, as Jiju just used it last round to essentially win the round for them.
Yeah.
Nader, I love how he keeps buying the judge. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. He's getting picks with these judges. He's doing God's work right now. But a little bit slower of a round here. Just a default from Green Hope, which I don't think we've seen them do a traditional default yet. But they are putting pressure on that C to B site door. Oh, does the Omen know that the Raze is in the smoke? Will that be first contact? No, we're sticking on with Nader here with the judge. I know it's exciting, so we'll keep with him. Oh, never mind. We got Piggy Lover with just the stinger. This is kind of a light buy from the side of
Nader
Green
might
Hope.
find something right here. There's the
Oh, does
swing, a
Nader
little bit of
find
a
it?
jiggle.
Oh.
Watching from the mini-map here right now, as we do see Piggy Lover, though, about to get into an engagement as well. Maybe Jiju on the other side of it. Jiju will go down. A nice little trade from Piggy Lover. He wasn't expecting somebody to be tucked away in that corner. And that's a full free C site for the taking for the side of Green Hope right now in this 4-on-4. They have 4 ults to use as well to hold this one down. Chamber is currently ulted. Green Level currently has Sky ulted. So Green Level investing a lot into this round to try to close this one out,
30
combining the
seconds
Sky
left.
ult with that Chamber ult.
Spike planted.
That being said,
Love to see them use the Gecko ult here as well, just to clear sight, just to get an idea of where people are, and they do choose to do so. Omen TP's away and doesn't actually.
oh!
He doesn't get detained because of it. What a play by Piggy Lover. He throws out the blind to blind Nader, and now they're on site. One that runs a mean flank. Chinny runs a mean flank to take down Stork. Bonk gets a trade on the universe. And now on a 2v3, the bomb is getting defused. They don't know. Piggy Lover takes down Bonk, and Squiggle Bottoms takes down Nader to secure the round, bringing Green Hope to match point.
Green Hope on match point, and not only match point, also series point here, Kai, because if Green Hope wins this round, they not only win this map, they win the series, they win their region, and they get to take $300 back, which is a nice little chunk of change there. Yeah, it's gonna be, that's like, what, like $60 a play or something like that.
Yeah.
So nice stuff there from Green Hope in that regard. You look at Green Level on the other side of things, still a lot to be happy about, even if you don't win this map here right now. You've still secured yourself a spot at the LAN event. You know, you're still the top 2 in your region. Piggy Lover will find the opening. Green Hope is looking to close this game down. The blind will come through as well. They know Stork is here with the shots ringing through. And 4 ults are still to be used for Green Hope. I really want to point that out.
They're going to be.
Yeah.
They went through the door.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize everybody was gone. Kenny on site, gets stunned to pass. Ult's gonna come through there, all forced to run away due to his ult. He got slowed with the rocket and now not able to utilize it to its full capabilities. Gonna shoot, that's gonna land too! Jiju goes down, Jiju's like, how the hell did he know I was there? And now we're in a 4-on-2, the Omen in the sky with no ults to use. If I'm Green Hope's KJ, why are you not KJ ulting right now? This is the win, there it is. And now as that attack and Killjoy comes down, gonna make things a heck of a lot harder for Go CDCU. And that's gonna do it. Put the cherry on top. Chenny for a 3K, and Green Hope will be your Wake County region grand final champions coming through here right now, winning $300 and securing 1 seed at the LAN event next weekend.
Honestly, if I'm Green Level, such good things to take away from that.
Mhm.
Honestly, I mean, like, you still secured your land spot, okay? All is well. Yeah, $300, $300, whatever, right? Like it's chump change to green level, okay? They're wealthy, right? No, but if I'm green level, there's a lot good to take away from that. I think if they take this week and mull it over, kind of do some VOD review, I think they'll be able to spot their weaknesses. They'll be able to spot where maybe they're not being as disciplined as they should be in those rounds where they get the man advantage, sometimes two men advantage, and then they end up not winning the round, right? Those are very, very easy things to fix, right? And that's ultimately what it comes down to is green level's problems are not big problems. They are
No, they're
very,
not.
very simple, very easy to spot little mistakes here and there that just cost a round here and there, but those things ultimately add up. But with that being said, Green Hope will be your champions. Both of these teams will be at the LAN event next weekend, right? You said next weekend?
Yeah, 10th through 12th.
Perfect. 10th through 12th, they will both be there. They will both be representing their schools, and I cannot wait to see more of them. That was a really, really good match. The score lines, like I said, don't really paint the picture that we're seeing right now. Is just both sides very, very talented, very well-rounded rosters who have so much going for them, and I really, really want to see the green rematch, right? The Green Hope
Yeah.
versus the Green Level rematch, and God, I'm just so excited for that.
Yeah, myself included. I'd love to see the rematch. And you were talking a little bit more about, how these are very simple problems for green level, and I completely agree. A few hours of VOD review and scrims can completely fix those issues
Eradicate
for
them.
you without a hatch. The scrims are really important too because it's not like you're always constantly playing in competition mode. The scrims are nice because you don't get totally tilted if you lose a round. You're like, all right, here's what we do to fix it. Like that's like your first thought, right? So
yeah, and also the level of nerves when you're competing
Mhm.
in bracket as opposed to practice scrimming, right? Like the level of nerves, like whether you're the most stone cold Steve Austin player out there, right? Nerves affect you to some capacity, right? They either make you play a little bit more anxious, a little bit more aggressive, or maybe even a little bit more reserved when you should be more aggressive, right? Really dialing those things down in the practices, in the scrims, and the VOD review is really gonna just speak volumes to green level and their dedication and just their performance in general.
Yeah, so Green Level High, Green Hope. That'll end it off here. 2-0 for Green Hope here on this one as they secure that 1 seed for LAN, like we mentioned. And I'd also, talking about the scrim thing really quick one more time, I'd love to see these two teams scrim against each other. I think they would be able to learn a lot from each other when it does come down to it. It's going to be tough because they're like playing in the same tournaments. So they don't want to like leak odds and stuff.
It's
So,
kind of like a golden rule. You don't really
yeah.
like scrim against a team that you potentially or will play at
Yeah,
an event. It's
exactly.
a golden rule. So we'll see.
So we'll see how things pan out. But that being said, make sure you tune back in next weekend from the Friday through the Sunday. We are going to be having a ton of LAN action coming our way from VESL. So make sure you guys all stay tuned in for that one. But other than that, Kai, it was a pleasure getting on the mic with you here for the first time. It was a pleasure being able to bring the Wake County Regional Playoffs to all you viewers back at home. But with that being said, it's getting a little bit late here now. We are going to wrap things up for the evening. Thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Deprive, joined alongside Kai, and we will catch you on the next one.
Peace out.